In the moment, I got it wrong. We never had a chance.
You want one? It's all right to be scared. Fear's the reason you do it. You don't face your fears, you ride them.
What if I really was someone else?
Are you sure that's all it was? You will never lose me as long as you stay who you are.
I'd very much like to be equal to you.
Maybe I'll show you the way.
But there's a very distinct and real possibility that I am about to fall in love with you.
It's okay not to be okay. Everything's fine. It's a lot. Listen to me. You can do anything. I know.
I think it is time. Time for enlightenment. Belief or disbelief. For the rest of your lives, there will be before you chose, and there will be after.
Come to me.
Let's fucking go.
Sounds lovely. Very good. You figured it out yet?
I'm just a stunt guy!
We'll see.
Round one, fight!
Welcome to Tournament Fights. And if anyone wonders if 2024 was a good year for movies, if you're having some doubts, that should explain a lot of it. This is a great year for movies, and we are here to talk about it tonight. This is our ladder series. We do it every month, but at the beginning of the year, we always cover the previous year. So we're on 2024, and we'll have a 3-part series with part 1 tonight, part 2 on Wednesday, and a championship half bracket consisting of the Sweet 16 from 1 and 2 on Friday, just like we do all of our ladder series, if you're familiar. And yeah, so this is episode 274, and I am your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and happy National Football Championship Day. Happy Inauguration Day if you live in America. Happy Best Movies of 24 Day. And we'll say it's that too. So, but yeah, we'll introduce our panel for tonight. We have my co-host. We have Austin Pez Howell.
And happy Martin Luther King Day. It's a lot of days.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So, yeah.
Want to forget that one.
So
Yeah.
quite a few things. But yeah, no, it's I've seen a whole lot of 2024 movies, so I only have a few blind spots here and there. I'm excited to get to talk about most of these. And yeah, I have way more positive reviews this year than negative, so I think that's always a good thing for a good year. So yeah, and the stuff I like, I really liked. So always a good time. I think did you turn your mic off? You muted? Just me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
That is so sensitive. Sorry. This new mic that I have. Sorry, there's some technical thing. If you barely like like brush against it, it mutes it. Like you cannot touch it whatsoever the whole time. So, but anyways, yeah, but what I was saying is that I wish that I would have gotten to a few more movies this year. I did see over 100, but today I did watch one extra one. I wish I had more time today, even, but I did watch one that I'll talk about when we get there. But
happy to be on vacation right now from work. I watched 5 movies today. So
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty good. 5 movies. Woo. Yeah, that's about the most I've ever done in a day. I've done 5 once, but yeah, we got a few people here to join us. We'll start with Mr. Jonathan Caro. How's it going?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Yes. Happy MLK Day. Happy many days. I thought it was just a solid year. I've been a curmudgeon the past year. I've been pretty tough, to be honest. So yeah, I've been pretty tough.
Where's the boo button?
No. We'll discuss the movies that you know when we get to them today. But no, I've watched a lot of them for the first time recently, and I think you're going to be very surprised which one is my favorite first time watch recently for this. You're going to be shocked. So
nice.
Let's get to it.
Yeah. Well, bringing our next guest, we have Michael Wolfman Wyndham. How's it going?
What's going on, guys? You also forgot another day today, which is the rest in peace to David Lynch. He would have been 79 years old today. So
really?
Today is his birthday. Yeah. So
happy birthday.
David Lynch's birthday as well as all the other days. So there's just a ton of stuff to celebrate.
Yeah. A ton of stuff going on.
But yeah, I'm this is another reason to celebrate because I love 2024 as a year. This was really strong year, but it's interesting because it wasn't that strong of a year for blockbusters. If you're talking about blockbuster films, then it was a weak year. But if you're talking about like your independent darlings, it was like
we looked around and looked around. There was some great stuff
for independent films. Like this is the first year that my entire top 12. Once we get to it,
I do agree.
You'll see what it is. But my entire top 12 is all just independent films. Like this is the first time in years it's that way because it's like the independent films really stole the show for me this year. So it's a lot of strong films in there, but you can't get to everything. There's still stuff that I'm still watching screeners for. There's still stuff I'm trying to catch up on, but I'm not going to catch up on everything, and I know I'm not going to. But I'm just satisfied that I was able to top my record from 2021, and this time I've seen over 200 movies. I'm at 210 right now. So
good for you.
Yeah, right.
Good for you.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah. Well,
almost there for me, but yeah.
Well, when you look it up, though, officially worldwide, that movies that either were in theaters or on streaming somewhere to watch, 575 movies. That just showed you in a given year, there's just way too many movies to watch, but we do our best, so yeah, but
2 more guests. Let's bring them in. It's not just the 4 of us.
Hey.
Sure, yeah. We got JPO, Jordan Owens.
How's it going, Jordan?
Never doubt my commitment. I'm coming to you injured. Look at that. Making a bagel.
No, I'm not going to speak tonight.
Watch where your thumbs are, guys. So yeah, I will plow through, Coach. Don't take me out of the game. I can do it, Coach.
Well, you need one of those little tools that I got because I've cut myself before doing bagels too. But I got one of those guillotines where you stick the bagel in and you just guillotine it. Those come in handy. Those are nice.
Don't worry, Malcolm. I'm not going to forget you. I can see the green room. I see you right there. It's fine. I can see you. It's not like I can't see you.
He's there. He's there. Yeah.
I know. He was having some
I'm bringing people in.
difficulties tonight. Yeah. But how's it going, Malcolm?
It's going good. But yeah, happy to be here. And yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Well, it should be fun to get into this because I'm excited to crown by Friday the best movie of the year according to us and the randomizer. So there's no seating or anything, as everyone is aware of, but it should be interesting. But Austin, why don't you break it down and let everyone that might not be as familiar with this, might be tuning in, know how it's going to work.
Yeah, so usually with our ladder series, we have some holdovers from the year before, but obviously this is not a year before thing. We just have 128 straight 2024 movies in these brackets. So we got part 1 tonight. We'll have part part 2 on Wednesday. And what'll happen is the Sweet 16 from part 1 and the Sweet 16 from part 2 will then move on to a half bracket on Friday and duke it out. And then those Elite 8 will make it. We'll work them into our usual ladder series shenanigans as well. So tonight we'll just see what makes the Sweet 16 moves on to Friday, and then we'll see what wins part 1. And we got a few candidates I think are pretty strong tonight to win. So we'll may depend on the panel, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, like Jordan said, there's no seeding, so it's just all random matches. Malcolm was gracious enough to put together all the brackets for us tonight, so we certainly appreciate that. Well, he threw them to me because he was having some computer issues and a little laggy, so I'll be running it tonight, but it's all good. But full credit to Malcolm for making everything, so much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks, Malcolm.
But yeah, Jordan, what do you say we gear up and let's get this thing going? Let's do it.
All right. All right,
we are ready. Let's do it. All right, scroll on over, and I think we have a tough one from what I briefly saw because we're going to start with Thelma versus.
Oh gosh!
So a nice tricky one to start with here.
Killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, the randomizer can be a little tricky even in the opening round. So, but we'll start at the bottom. We'll start with Malcolm, and we'll rotate each time.
Yeah.
So Malcolm, go
Can you remind me what the other movies? I know one's Thelma, but I can't remember.
Thelma and the Wild Robot. Thelma versus the Wild Robot.
Yeah. So I like the Wild Robot. I think it's a good movie, but I think Thelma is a great movie. I really had a lot of fun with that, and yeah, so Thelma gets my vote.
Thelma, all right.
Yeah. JPO, what do you say?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna second that. I mean, I might just be a sucker for live performances, and you get a couple great ones here. Not only June Squibb, but also Richard Roundtree really surprised me. It was sad to find out afterwards. I was like, whoa, I hope we get something good out of this. And then he unfortunately passed right around the release. So he's fantastic. I mean, the whole family is good. But yeah, June Squibb is good. I love the final scene. It kills it. I love Thelma a lot. I gotta go with Thelma.
Yeah. Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, both of these movies are absolutely fantastic. Thelma, June Squibb, I really wish she could have gotten like a Globe nomination or something for her performance. She's so fun doing her own stunts, showing she still got it, even if it's like her riding a moped or whatever. Like she's showing she still got it. Then Wild Robot was just such an emotional experience, a beautiful movie about motherhood. This is hard because I want to show Thelma some love, but since at least when I checked, since my favorite anime movie of 2024 didn't make the tournament, I guess I'll have to go Wild Robot just to get an animation movie in there.
No, it's going.
Well, there's only 128 slots, so and like I said, there's way more than that was released this year. So, but Jonathan, what do you say?
Yeah, for a solid year, actually two very good ones. I like this matchup. Thelma is fantastic. It's an adorable film. Surpassed my expectations with a few terrific performances from June Squibb, Richard Roundtree, and who's the grandson? Who is he?
Fred Helchiger, something like that.
Yes,
he's the son from
from
the White Lotus season 1. He plays the son. Yeah.
He was also in Gladiator 2.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out. He's had an interesting year. Him, that movie, and Gladiator 2 for sure.
And Craven.
And I can't say anything. We'll get to that. Anyway, no, Thelma's really good. I really like that movie, but the Wild Robot really touched me, with a superb voice performance by Lupita Nyong'o and an interesting Foxy performance by Pedro Pascal, who has had an interesting year as well.
Yeah.
And Gladiator 2. So, but the Wild Robot touched me. It got me a little misty-eyed a few times. So if you get me misty-eyed or get me crying, you're definitely going to be high up there, and I'll remember it. So this is a tough matchup for me. I will go for the Wild Robot here.
Mm-hmm. Well, Austin, what do you say?
Well, the Wild Robot was one of the 5 I saw today. My Regal reissued some 2024 stuff. I did a double of Flo and the Wild Robot today. I really liked Wild Robot. I loved Flo. It's a shame it's not in this tournament because Flo is.
Yeah, I was like,
fantastic.
especially considering it's going to
Holy
be
shit.
winning animated feature, possibly.
Yeah.
I'm like, it should be.
Maybe.
Kind of bonkers. But yeah, I very much enjoyed the Wild Robot. It had a couple of sloggy parts for me, kind of in the middle, but it picked up at the end. But Thelma's damn entertaining. And it takes a lot of action tropes and just turns them into silly stuff like, will she be able to move this mouse and click off the pop-up ad? You know, it's like those are kind of the stuff, you know,
Click the X, Grandma, the X.
Yeah, but like in a good way. Like it's really entertaining and really fun in that way. And June Squibb is great. So I'm gonna go with Thelma here. I think it's really underrated.
Yeah. Thelma's got a gun. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, both like really, really good movies. But yeah, the Wild Robot got me very emotional. Like it's one of the best animated movies I've seen in like a few years, honestly. Like it's my favorite of the year. It's so good. And Thelma was a very pleasant surprise. Both these are in my top 20. Not in my top 12, but like honorable mention territory. So I think I got to give it to the Wild Robot here. That one just got me a little more. So yeah, it's good.
So we'll kick off with a tie and we'll rotate the tiebreaker vote. So Malcolm, you kick us off with the tiebreaker.
Oh man,
It's gonna be Thelma.
Oh,
okay.
Fuck yeah.
Well, hey, you know what?
Really
You know what? Justice for the best animated movie of the year not being on the tournament. So I'll take that. I'll
Okay.
take that.
Why don't you just say what it is? You keep
Flow.
Whoa,
Flow.
we
It's
said
not
it.
in the
We
tournament.
said
We
it
just
like
said
3
earlier.
times.
I wasn't listening the
Yeah,
first time you didn't say it.
Yeah. You gotta say it at
Yeah.
least 2 or 3 times so when you're not listening,
Yeah.
people can get it.
Oh boy,
Oh,
we got
God.
the Crow and Arthur the King.
So Arthur the
Arthur the King
King,
wins.
maybe,
Yeah,
I
the Crow
I
guess.
is-
had not seen
Sure.
Arthur the
The
King.
Crow.
Yeah.
Really? You'd go the Crow over
Really?
Arthur King? Okay.
I didn't see it because the trailer gave me everything, and dog movies bore me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
It's a
the
better
recent
film than The Crow.
doesn't
Just
suck.
take my.
I'll go
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't
don't
seen the
hate
Crow,
the
but I
Crow,
saw
so-
Arthur the King. So
The Crow is a travesty. It's not good.
Yeah.
It was
go
a
see
waste
our-
of time.
our
That was
top
my
vote.
first.
Go see our worst of the year if you want to hear more thoughts on The Crow. Worst of the year roundtable.
So,
Yeah.
so wait,
Alright.
Jordan, Pez, Malcolm, you vote for Arthur?
I would have gone after the
All right,
character.
I just want to make sure before we
Yeah.
assuming. All right,
Yeah,
that's good.
no.
Yeah, it's all good. That means Thelma's going to get a pass in the next round. JPO, you should be happy.
Oh yeah. Oh, regardless, it's
I'm
probably
happy about that.
Yeah.
So, all right, we got Jim Henson, Idea
Hey.
Man. We got a first
Hey.
documentary, and the Beekeeper.
Wow.
Okay. Oh jeez.
Okay.
So, that's
Muppets versus Bees. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So JPO, we'll officially go to you this
Please
time.
get them off. Yeah.
Beekeeper and
Yeah,
Jim
I haven't seen the doc yet. Beekeeper is fun more than it should be. I can't wait for Beekeeper 2, the Workman or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He just
well-
wants to retire. Damn it.
So I've said that Strange Darling was the biggest surprise of 2024 for me, which I still stand by that. But like right beside that was the Beekeeper, because this movie should have sucked. Like I watched this, like I watched the trailers. I was like, you know what?
Silly.
It looks goofy as hell.
It's
Like this is
generic,
going to be so dumb. I might have fun with it, but this is not going to be like a good movie. And then I watched it, and like the fight scene that they have in like that hallway, like I turned over to my friend. I was like, oh my god, that was like super visceral. And like there's like some really good visceral action in this, and like you actually care about him and care about his motive, and it's really, really well done. And so now this has got me excited for A Working Man. I think even though that trailer has the same as that kind of schlock to it, I'm excited after seeing The Beekeeper. So I'm all here for it. Another thing I wanted to point out is 2024, exceptional year for documentaries. I watched a lot of docs in 2024, and Jim Henson Idea Man was definitely one of the docs that stood out to me. It's like somewhere in the middle of my list because there's so many good docs that I watched, but it's still fantastic and a great like kind of return for Ron Howard, because I don't know, Ron Howard hasn't been on his A game recently. Now I feel like this is like back to
13 Lives is in my top 12 2 years ago. I love that movie.
Oh shit! I see.
yeah.
I loved it too. I totally forgot Ron Howard did that for whatever reason.
Wait,
I totally forgot Ron
Wait,
Howard did
what-
that.
Yeah.
Which one? 2 years ago? What?
13 Lives. About the,
Oh, that is a good movie.
Kids in the
Yeah.
cave.
That is a
Great
good
movie.
That's a
Great
good
movie.
movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally forgot about that. Yeah, I totally forgot he did that. So yeah, but yeah, I'll go Jim Henson Idea Man. Really good job.
Yeah. Jonathan.
I do share my sentiments with Wolf about The Beekeeper. It should have sucked, but it was an awesome time. It starts out with a heartbreaking scene. And we talked about Thelma. It has the same issues with it. But it starts out heartbreakingly painful for Felicia Rashad's character. And then we get to the nitty gritty with Jason Statham being the beekeeper. Yeah. So just kicking ass. And against, out of all people, Josh Hutcherson. He plays.
Yeah, he's the villain.
Little
Weird.
shithead in the He's great,
I
though.
want him to play more of those characters. I want him to play more of those because he's actually a very good scumbag in this movie. And I was like, that's the most punchable face of the year until we got to the end of the year. And it was entertaining. And finally, a good David Ayer film in my book in a while. And Jim Henson Idea Man, I really liked it. It's like I said, Wolf, it was a really good year for documentaries. I still need to catch up with a few more, but really interesting year. There is one more stronger than this, we'll get to, but I just enjoyed this movie, and Ron Howard did a very good job. I think he's slowly coming back into form after 13 Lives and Jim Henson Idea Man. So I'm going to go with that cute little Kermit doc there, Jim Henson Idea Man.
Yeah. Well, Josh Hutcherson had the most punchable face until I saw Honora. That has multiple people I want to punch in the face.
What?
That movie. Multiple. Yes, like the main kid or like teenager guy, the Russians. But we'll talk about it when it comes up. But Austin, what do you say?
No, I'm in the consensus. I think Beekeeper's actually really good, and I think David Ayer directs it well, and that's what makes it stand out. It wasn't just your generic Jason Statham movie. But I've been carrying the torch for Jim Henson Idea Man since I saw it. I've been trying to kind of spread the word, get people to watch it. It's really, really good. Yeah, Ron Howard, really handles the material well. If you like it, any of his projects at all, check it out because it's got some great behind the scenes stuff. There's great archived interviews and just a good positive movie. If you want to see a nice positive movie tonight, I know Dan was complaining not enough positive movies this year.
Yeah,
go watch him as an idea, man, about a really good dude. Just a really good guy who wanted to change the world for better. Kind of like Mr. Rogers. So I'll go with Jim Henson Idea Man.
Yeah, so the one movie I watched for this today was Jim Henson Idea Man, and so because I just needed something positive and uplifting, and that movie was great. It was a really, really solid documentary, and like I always grew up more of like a Sesame Street guy versus like the Muppets for whatever reason. Like the Muppets were okay, like I do love a Muppets Christmas Carol, but I don't really go back to a lot of Muppet movies. But Sesame Street is my jam, and like I don't really watch it as much as an adult, obviously, but like I do just like kind of click onto it once in a blue moon just for like nostalgia reasons, stuff that I grew up with it. So yeah, and The Beekeeper, that might have been the very first good movie that I saw of 2024. It came out kind of earlier in the year, and I was like really kind of poo-pooing the year of 2024, just like this year it really isn't that great. But then The Beekeeper came along. That was awesome. The movie was actually in my top 12 of the year, but then as the year went along, it went down and down and down and went really down because there's so many other movies that I saw they're so much better. But I'll give it to Idea Man here. That movie was great.
So you're poo-pooing the year like 12 days into the year because Beekeeper came out like in the first week of January. So
I didn't see it until like 3 weeks after it came out or something.
To be fair, the two movies that we had was Night Swim and Founders Day. So it was like,
I know, but I don't crap on the year a month into the year. That's the point.
I saw it in February. To be fair, like it was still. Still playing in February. So
I like The Beekeeper. I think it's good. I actually and I finally got around to watching Jim Henson Idea Man. Like I remember it dropping on Disney Plus like I'm going to watch it in the next week. Then for some reason I forgot about it until so I was like finally got around to watching it. And yeah, it's a really good documentary. It's one of two movies that's in this big that features Jim Henson. We'll get to the other one eventually.
Yeah.
But straight after I watched the documentary, it's like, you know what? I'll watch the first Muppet movie because why not?
Yeah, it kind of makes you want to do that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they talk about making that movie as well.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm going to go Jim Henson idea, man.
All right.
Yep.
That's
Documentaries. Yay.
Documentaries, yay. All right. So we got Mean Girls, the musical, and My Old Ass with
okay.
All right.
Interesting double feature. Yeah.
Well, no, what's funny about this, the reason why I'm laughing is because like I actually made it a double feature night when I went to go see Mean Girls. I went to go see Beekeeper like right after. So it was like I made it like a double feature that day. And so it's funny they're going against each other back to back.
Yeah.
Wolf.
It's me first?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm in the minority that I actually had fun with the Mean Girls musical, just because I am a fan of the Broadway adaptation that they did. And so, hearing all the songs, seeing Renee reprise her role and all that stuff was really fun to me. And I'm a huge Mean Girls fan of like the Lindsay Lohan one. That one was super close to making my 128. Like I'm a huge fan of that. But this one definitely, it had its issues, but I felt like overall it just was a really fun time in the theater. My old ass, my young ass loved My Old Ass. It was so good. Aubrey Plaza, that was excellent, but Maisie Stella, she stole the show. I'm gonna see whatever she does next because she is an excellent actress. Like she is so good. I related heavily to this as a kind of as like a person that is still trying to discover myself in certain ways. Like I was able to really connect with this, and it just has such that great original premise of if we could talk to our younger self, what would we say and all that. And yeah, I thought it was really well done. So I'm gonna go My Old Ass here.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah. This musical adaptation was unnecessary in my mind. It was okay, but I can just rewatch the other one over and over again. And I don't know, I just felt awkward to me, and otherwise meh year for musicals until one movie came along at the end of the year. We'll get to that one. But it was okay. I did like Renee Rapp in this. I thought she was very good. And I thought that oh god, what is her name again? The main character.
Oh,
the nice guy, Spider-Man.
I know which actress you're talking about.
Yeah.
Shit.
I thought she was just miscast in my mind. So yeah. But My Old Ass, this was a huge surprise because I thought it was going to be like raunchy, but it was basically raunchy for like the first 10-15 minutes, but then it got more wholesome and emotional.
And Gory Rice. Sorry to interrupt, but that's right.
And Gory Rice. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I thought she didn't work for me, but My Old Ass, like this one, really was wholesome and emotional for me, and you almost got me there, Megan Park, because there's a twist that was devastating, and the more devastating you think about it after the recent events. But man, it was fantastic. It was in my honorable mentions of 2024, and it was a huge surprise. Fantastic movie. So I'm gonna go with My Old Ass.
Yeah, Austin.
My Old Ass is pretty solid. Good little streamer. Didn't see Mean Girls. Didn't care. So that's
yeah. Some sort of the same way. I didn't really see Mean Girls. I didn't care because I'm like, the original is in my after the 128, and like I love the Lindsay Lohan ones so much. It's like when the like maybe the only Lindsay Lohan movie that I like. I mean, Freaky Friday's out there, but yeah, and I was like, this is so unnecessary. I don't get it. And I'm like, why are they bringing back some of the same cast, but then some of them not? And I'm just like, this is weird. But yeah, My Old Ass was a huge surprise. This movie knocked my socks off. This is a movie like I haven't cried this much in a movie my entire life, and that's why like I was really glad that I saw it in a theater all alone without any other people in there, and just bought like literally close to 50% of the movie because I related so hard. Like that's how much I was like just tearing up, like at least like just had like a tear in my eyes because it just like hit home so much. And also, yeah, Maisie Stella is like one of my new like crushes in Hollywood. She is like it's like so great. And I remember when I saw that guy that played Chad in the movie, and he's in the series Wednesday. So I saw him from that.
That's where he's from. That's why.
So, but yeah, My Old Ass is a really great movie. I saw it twice in theaters. So yeah, I'll go with that. But Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm also in the minority that enjoyed the Mean Girls musical. I thought it was a lot of fun. And yeah, and it's one of those ones like after reading more up about the actual Broadway musical, I kind of wish they got the original actress that played Katie on stage, but maybe she was busy like touring with Taylor Swift because it was Sabrina Carpenter who did it was the original Katie on Broadway.
Oh wow!
So it would have been interesting if they got her back, but she might have been busy doing other stuff when they were filming it. So I don't know if they tried, but I thought it was enjoyable. The songs are catchy. Like the first thing I did was put the soundtrack into my Spotify playlist and enjoy it. But that being said, I really enjoyed My Old Ass, and it's one of those ones that hit hard to me because I'm the same age as Aubrey Plaza in that movie. I'm 39, like turning 40 this year.
Oh, you're so old.
I'm the same age too, so yeah.
So yeah, old ass.
But so yeah, I'm going to vote for My Old Ass.
Yeah. JPO, what do you say here?
Yeah, similar to Malcolm, was something I never thought I was gonna say at the beginning of the year. I really didn't mind the Mean Girls musical. It kind of worked to a degree for me, so it was a kind of a pleasant surprise. I even liked the final song. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" You know, it led me in a nice spirit. But it was but it's not something I'll go back to often. My Old Ass, I thought it was really good. I liked the main characters, and I also love the little twist they have. Of course, I thought it worked pretty well, but it added to the story. So yeah, I gotta go with My Old Ass.
Yeah. We all knew Wolf grew up with the original Mean Girls, you know. He grew up with that movie.
Yeah.
So,
you know. That one you're asking
I know. Meanwhile, I was in high school.
We've only ever said "fuck yeah" in like 2 musicals my whole life, so I don't do that often.
All right, we got Unfrosted, Jerry Seinfeld, and The Brutalist.
Oh, this is not even
So The Brutalist or what?
I don't know, man. This might be tricky because a lot of people haven't seen The Brutalist.
But at the same time,
I haven't seen it.
Beats a Best Picture winner. That's just gonna like potential Best Picture winner. Like this is gonna be like a travesty.
If you guys think we should go around,
yeah, I think we should. It's the 2024 tournament, unless it's blatantly obvious. Yeah.
I think it is, but it's fine.
I don't know. You might be surprised here in a minute. We'll see.
Why am I beginning to believe that I'm going to be pissed off? I don't know why. So Unfrosted, we talked about off air that, and Wolf was right. Like it felt like a prolonged Seinfeld episode, but really unfunny. Like it was so unfunny that I just, he's like, oh, do you get the joke? You get the joke? You get the joke? Like over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And
get it? Yeah.
I just couldn't take it anymore. And it was just unbearable. It was just an unbearable weight of massive talent. Or well, I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It was terrible. So yeah. The Brutalist is my pick as the best movie of 2024. I think it was just a great movie, a great experience. I'm not going to go into detail as to why, but I think it just delved into the American dream and from an unconventional standpoint. And there was an interesting review I read today that brutalism architecture is mostly depicted as deep, dark, and untrustworthy at times. And actually, that's a very good definition for this movie because Adrian Brody's character's journey, where he's fantastic, by the way. I think he's my pick for best actor. Why weren't you show, Chris? Anyway, I think he's fantastic. He's my pick for best actor, and that's the translation that is put into this movie. It's deep, dark, and deceptive, and that shot of the Statue of Liberty being upside down really translates into his journey. That's a very important key shot of the whole film. It's touched on there. So I think it's an excellent movie. I do get people's criticism of the ending. I think it took me a while to figure it out, but yeah, hands down the Brutalist.
Yeah. Austin.
I'm in the camp where I'm the more I've thought about it, I think the Brutalist is, I'm in the overrated camp. I think it didn't work for me. I thought the performances were good, but I thought the execution was very messy, very sloppy. I think the character development is not where it needs to be to get emotionally invested for me personally. And I think the themes are way too like artsy fartsy, pretentious in your face. And I didn't click with it, man. Like the more I think about it, the more I actually like didn't really like it that much. And I mean, maybe I'll go back to it at some point, but I'm in the camp where I'm not all in with the Brutalist, man. And I wanted to be, I really did. I sat down, paid attention. I saw it in the theater, and
to be fair, you also watched it like 10 in the morning, so you could have also.
Yeah, I watched it after getting a really good night's sleep, so I wouldn't fall asleep. Because it's very fucking long. What's wrong with that? I went first thing in the morning. No big deal. Like I was fresh, ready to go, ready for a 4-hour
Everyone knows the 2 p.m. movie, bro.
Yeah. So I got to go with the one that is technically higher in my ratings. I got more entertainment value out of, which is Unfrosted. So I'm going with Unfrosted.
Oh my god. Oh
yeah.
My god.
Well, so here's the thing for me. I haven't seen the Brutalist because it doesn't open wide until the 24th, and so I'm just waiting for that. But I will go see it when it comes out. But Unfrosted was just terrible. That movie was god awful. It's like effing atrocious, not funny in like almost any way. I think Chris Diaz kind of summed up the only funny part was when they had the Mad Men cameo stuff. I thought that was a kind of a cool nod to that. But I just don't get what they're going for. They're like going for all this kind of like almost parody stuff and just kind of just.
That's what it is. It's a parody.
It's like Waka Waka, blah, blah, like not funny.
It's the same joke over and over, though. That's the thing.
It's just like
parody was the same joke.
Not funny. And like Jerry Seinfeld has two obsessions, like cereal and breakfast food and Superman, and so he went with one of them. So good for you, Jerry Seinfeld. But I love the TV show Seinfeld, and I like Jerry Seinfeld. I've seen him 3 times doing stand-up. 2 of the 3 times he was great. 1 of the times he wasn't that funny, and that was the most recent time. So he's getting older. Maybe like he's just not as funny as he once was. I don't know, but yeah, like I just didn't care for it. Unfrosted's in my top 12 worst of the year. There's one space out of it. I just forgot. So it's like just out of it. It's my number 13th worst of the year movie. So I'm going with The Brutalist. So yeah. But Malcolm, what do you say?
Look, if you want people to see your movie, open wide much earlier. I haven't got around to seeing The Brutalist.
Yeah.
Either because once again, it hasn't opened here yet either. It opens this week for me as well. And whether or not I see it in theaters, I haven't decided yet. I don't like the idea of intermissions in modern movies. I really don't.
If it's a 3.5 hour long movie, though, it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you take out the intermission, it'll be 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you take out the intermission, it'll be shorter. But I still just don't have the time to decide. So I may just watch it on streaming so I can fast forward the intermission. It looks interesting. I want to see it, but I had a lot of fun with Unfrosted. I thought it was I was entertained by it. I didn't laugh in the Jerry Seinfeld part of it, but I thought everything else and even Hugh Grant as Phil Ravencroft was very entertaining. So I'm going to go Unfrosted. I'm sorry.
Well, like, I don't know what it is with these long ass movies because they just announced the Avatar runtime. It's 3 hours and 10 minutes. What are we doing here? Come on.
Avatar
It's the
always
same.
overstays
It's the
its
same as
welcome.
the second one. I don't know what you're surprised.
Didn't
about.
Roger Ebert say like no?
Like we need to
good-
stop doing that though. That's
No
way
good, no good movies too long, no bad movies too short. Like
You love
yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon, Jordan. Stop.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's longer.
Yeah, but I
That's
still think they
longer.
could have cut 30 minutes off of it. Yeah, I won't even say that. But I still enjoyed it. Yeah,
That's longer than The Brutalist. Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't enjoy it, bro. You came out like raving about Killers of the
Yeah.
Flower Moon when you first watched
But
it.
that
Like,
movie-
it was one of those things where it's like-
could maybe have had an intermission. Maybe I don't know. but JPO, what did he say?
I'm looking at Wolfman and Jonathan waiting for the anger to stew because I haven't seen Brutalist.
Yeah.
But I've seen Unfrosted and I didn't mind it. I laughed a few times. I think it's got some funny cameos. You said Hugh Grant was funny. Hugh Grant was funny. I can give it to Unfrosted.
Well,
I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I think this is
walk
the
out?
wrong panel. This is the wrong panel for the night. This is the wrong fucking
You wanna
panel.
walk out?
Like holy fucking shit. Like y'all. Oh my god. Fucking god.
Just wait.
Because
I always do it partially for
Might
that.
get better.
Get off the high horse.
movies
because-
are subjective.
I get that, but like there's also
No,
like
you don't have to.
there's also like entertainment value, and then there's like this is one of the best pieces of art ever made. Like create as far as technical aspects and like the way films are made and the way that they can construct the story and all that stuff. Like Unfrosted has no creative value. Like it's got some jokes, but it has no creative value whatsoever. Like the Brutalist. The Brutalist.
Yeah, it's creative
is-
value, but
In
even though
your
I didn't like
opinion, I mean, people, yeah.
You
Everybody
you thought
agrees
the cinematography in Unfrosted was better than the cinematography in the
I don't. You know what? It's funny, Jordan. You know what does Jordan say all the time, and I'm kind of with him. What gave me more entertainment value out of the two? Unfrosted.
Yeah.
did.
For me, film's an emotional connection,
Sure.
but I get it. For some people, it's entertainment. For me, film has always been about emotional connection. And out of the two of these, I can tell you that I definitely was much more into The Brutalist because now to be fair, I watched it on like a screener, and I will let you know, Malcolm, that at least on my screener, I don't know if they're going to do this for like the digital versions, but my intermission literally was a minute long. It was weird. So I guess like maybe they're like shortening them for when you get them, like as far as like screeners go and all that
I mean,
stuff.
it would make sense if that is the case, but still,
yeah.
I haven't got around to see. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't judge the movie.
I get it. So yeah, because like Ross was saying how there's a 15-minute intermission and all this stuff, and I was like, oh, well, mine was only a minute, so like I ran back like as soon as because I was like, I can use the restroom. And then my buddy was watching it, and he was like, dude, it's a minute long. I was like, oh, what, really? And so I'm like trying to go back, so I run back as fast as I can.
Well, a screener, all you need to do is just say, please pause movie here.
Yeah. I mean, I told him to pause because I was like, dude, I thought it was gonna be like 15 minutes. But yeah, no, it's a really great movie. You don't really feel 3.5 hours. Adrian Brody's fantastic. Unfrosted, it's just the same joke over and over, and it's a movie about nothing, and that doesn't work as a movie. So
What's the deal?
Yeah.
All right, we have another tie. JPO.
All right, Wolf, let's go.
I'm done. Yep.
I mean, I'm not gonna leave the stream, but
So
still,
being serious. Because I'm
I
even
don't
more
agree.
giving it to Unfrosted now.
I would do it just for the entertainment value. All right, there you go.
I just want to say you have a lot of explaining you're going to need to do to your group because there are people who are going to watch this and
Good,
they're going to
put
be like,
movies out
how the
earlier.
fuck
Tell them
did
to put
you?
movies out earlier.
Yeah, but
That's a big problem. Put movies out earlier if you wanted to get people to watch it before the Oscars.
Yeah,
Put them out in
there's a
December.
more than solid chance in a month or two I'll go the other way, but for now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people.
look,
this
when I
movie
see it,
also half
I
the
love-
panel hasn't seen it. So what are you gonna do?
Look,
Yeah.
when I see it, I'll put in my letterbox review. Wolf was right, and see it.
I'm actually probably just going to keep lying and say, I still prefer Unfrosted.
Oh my god. Oh,
yeah.
What?
Got Salem's
Why
Lot.
didn't we have fucking like one of these go up against? Because I know y'all probably still would have voted Brutalist over one of these.
just a randomizer.
Pez loves If, so
Yeah.
No, it's me. I thought Salem's Lot was okay. I think it got some unwarranted shit just for no reason. I think it's a perfectly fine little vampire movie. One of the better kid characters I've seen in a movie actually all year. And If was my number 2 on my top 12 worst. I fucking absolutely hated that movie. So hated everything about it. So yeah, I'll go Salem's Lot.
Well, I'll just say this, that Brian Nussbaum has been begging me to watch If all year long, and I keep telling him, no, it's not for me. No, I don't care. No, I don't want to. And I haven't. So I still haven't. So, but I did tell him that I might check it out when we do our like genre ranking we're going to do in February, maybe. But like, it just doesn't feel like a movie for me. Even the like trailers were annoying as hell. If over and over again, and it just like drove me nuts. But isn't the trailer, they like say that over and over again. They're like doing that. But Salem's Lot, I haven't seen either. So, but I'd much rather go watch that, even if people say it's not great, than If. So I'll go Salem's Lot. So, Malcolm.
Yeah, I haven't got around to seeing Salem's Lot. It's one I was going to get to it today, but like I'll try and prioritize some movies that I've some other movies I kind of want to see first. But so I'll get to it eventually. But if I had some, I did actually have some fun with it. I thought it was entertaining for the most part. The whole If thing didn't bother me too much because I don't remember too much, but I don't think they do it too much in the movie. I don't think they use that joke a lot.
Okay. But like, please don't.
There's only for memory. I'm not, so I don't know. But but it was fun, and it's one of those ones that it somewhat reminded me of a live action adaptation of the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends in a way. But I'm going to go with just because of
their lore is better, actually.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't, but
no, it's a good example. It is a good example.
Yeah.
JPO.
This is a pretty even round for me here. Salem's Lot probably eked out on HBO. Max saw it. There's a couple cool moments. Overall, I'm kind of underwhelmed. If is the one, you can definitely nitpick. Like, I actually don't disagree with a lot of Pez's problems to a degree. They don't if me as much. So I'm still going to give it to If. I was a little more entertained by that than Salem's.
Yeah, well, we have Jason Knight tuning in, and he says Wolfman's on the loose after that last round.
Dude, the wolf has been let out of the cage. I'm like about to go to everyone's house and turn to a full werewolf and just start like mutilating everybody.
Wait, what did I do? What did I do?
I'm going to spare you. Everybody else except for you.
I bet if we want to pay over $2,000 for a plane ticket to New Zealand, then that's on you.
Yeah.
I mean, he is closer.
I mean, it's 7 degrees outside right now. Be my guest. Go ahead.
Hey, but when I turn to a werewolf, I have the fur to keep me warm. So there's that.
Yeah.
Hey,
good
point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, Wolf, what do you say here?
Man, so I actually did not get around to. So I sort of did, but also didn't get around to Salem's Lot. So when I was on the plane up to Utah, I was like, "What movies can I watch on my phone?" And all that stuff, and I started watching Salem's Lot. And then I was bored to tears, and I was like, "Okay, I'm not going to finish Salem's Lot." I just like turned it off and went to sleep because I knew I needed to sleep for the flight. So I never got around to finishing it. It was just really boring and didn't interest me at all.
You had time to finish those Tubi movies?
It's just, well, because again, they're like 60 minutes. This one was like 2 hours.
He was like, "Screw Salem's Lot. I'm watching the Gakuya tapes or whatever." Yeah, I'm watching that.
Yeah, it adds up though. You watch 2 of those shitty movies. Still, Salem's Lot would have been worth more than 2 of those shitty movies.
Yeah, I guess you got a point there. But it kind of surprised me, honestly. I went into this again expecting it to fully suck, and I thought, there's some moments that don't work as well as others. Some of the comedy doesn't work, but this was a really heartwarming movie. I really enjoyed Ryan Reynolds not doing the same old shtick. He's actually trying to do a dramatic performance here and actually trying to give us some different kind of performance. He's not playing Deadpool in this film, I felt, which was at least really nice. So this was a little bit of a different change for him. The kid was good. I thought all the different imaginary friends played a part really well. So I'm actually going to go if.
Yeah, sounds good. Jonathan, what do you say?
Okay, so I have not seen Salem's Lot, but the reason why I'm voting for if, and I didn't like if anyway, but the reason why I'm voting for if is because I want to see an Unfrosted versus if matchup. Okay,
easy. Yeah. I way more enjoyed Unfrosted.
No. There's a reason.
So you're making my vote very easy next round. Thank you.
No, there's a reason for it, and I can't wait. Let's just play that. Let's move on.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome.
Easy. I already went
first. Oh yeah, you went first. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. The Bike Riders and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
So Jordan.
Yeah. So usually I'm the guy that's not the fan of like giving monkeys human traits, but we're really diving into like where it gets really like into fantasy and like I don't know, like once it gets into like there's no way that this could ever be real in a million years, and probably the first three there's no way either. But I don't know, something about this just felt more fantasy to me. It just did. I don't know. I can't even explain it, but
you do know most movies are like works of fiction, right? Like that's what fiction is.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like
there's no imaginary friends.
Yeah,
that's moving into the fantasy genre is what I'm saying. You know, like I don't know. Well, the other ones felt more kind of actiony. I don't know, but yeah. So I actually really like this one, and the Bike Riders. I went in probably with too high of expectations. I'm just kind of like was not really loving it. I mean, Austin Butler was the best part of it. I was kind of let down by Tom Hardy, to be honest. That he didn't really do a lot for me. But so yeah, I'll give it to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes because yeah, it's actually really good. So Malcolm.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I thought it was a fun movie. It wasn't my favorite movie featuring some kind of monkey character in this. My favorite one, I didn't actually put in this tournament.
I agree. Actually, I agree with them.
I say because that movie, I don't feel like it's a 2024 movie. I don't know.
Well, I was actually about to get to that. For Americans, it is a 2025, but
okay,
for me, it was a 2024. Anyway, I did like it. I kind of want it to move on. Just in that, but yeah, but I did enjoy Bike Riders that just a little bit more. I think it was really good and great news to Bike Riders in my vote.
Yeah, JPO.
Yeah, I like both of these. Bike Riders was fun. You know, delving in that little world for a little bit here. Great ensemble cast. But I really enjoyed this Apes series so far. That hasn't had a bad one yet. I enjoyed this entry. I'm all about apes with human traits. Let's go apes.
All right. Well, there you go. Yeah. Wolf.
Yeah. So I saw both these movies when they were out in theaters, and I enjoyed both of them. I thought Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, while the weakest of the like new movies, I still think that it was still strong. Yeah, like because Dawn is like a masterpiece, and then the War for the Planet of the Apes is a brilliant masterpiece, and then you have like Rise, which is like really good, and then this was pretty good to me. Like it was still a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it, and I thought that the visual effects are still top notch and all of that. It just there were some parts that I was like I felt it was a little too long. Like there were some parts that kind of started dragging to me a little bit, and I felt like if you would have cut it down, it would have been a tighter movie. But the Bike Riders, I was surprised. I really like this movie a lot. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised because I've always talked about Jeff Nicholas. To me, is probably the most underrated director working right now. Like everything he touches is gold. And this is just another really great one from him. The whole cast is excellent. Jodie Comer steals the show for me. So I'm going to go the Bike Riders here.
Yeah. Jonathan, what do you say?
So, I went into Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes with high expectations because I am a huge fan of the previous trilogy. I really liked Rise, and Dawn and War are great. I mean, I love those movies. And then I saw Kingdom today. I did not see it in the theater. So, yeah. I was a tad disappointed, to be honest. I marginally liked it. I liked it because of Kevin Durand as Proximus Caesar. I thought he saved the movie for me. I mean, his methods are quite evil, but it just took a long time to get to that third act. But he did a terrific job. And also, there's a twist that I just didn't love, with the human subplot. I didn't like that. But it still looked good. Great visual effects and all. But it did miss that, that leading quality, from Andy Serkis from the previous three movies. The Bike Riders is very good. Probably my least favorite Jeff Nichols, or one of them, but it's still very good. Really, just the dynamic between Butler and Tom Hardy is interesting, and Jodie Comer does give a very good performance as well. So I'm going to go the Bike Riders here. Yeah, Butler has had a very good year this year.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, no, these are both very close to my rankings. I think people kind of forgot about the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It got kind of lost in the shuffle, but it was still really solid. It just kind of lost in the summer there. But I agree. There hasn't been a bad movie in the series yet. But I really like the Bike Rider. Saw it with my dad. I enjoy this motorcycle culture stuff. I've read some books about the Hell's Angels back in the day and some of these biker gangs. And it's fascinating stuff. So I'll go with the Bike Riders. Good movie. So all right.
Yeah, that's a really good dad movie. It's a really good.
Yeah, it's a good dad movie. I saw it with my dad. We both enjoyed it. Yes, very much a dad movie. Yes. All right, I got the Book of Clarence, which I forgot came out this year, and Late Night with the Devil.
Okay.
Oh boy!
Two
So
movies.
we got Devil and a little Jesus. So, all right.
Yeah.
So is it going to be Amen or Hail Satan? All right.
Right.
We'll find out.
Let's all just take votes by saying Amen or Hail Satan. That's all. That's all you have to
actually very easy.
That's very easy. All right, yeah, let's do that quickly.
Hallelujah.
Time. Malcolm, Hail Satan or Amen?
I'm not going to say it.
We're just going to say it. You don't have to read it. What do you think? Lay Down with the Devil?
Yeah.
JPO?
Hail Satan all day. I don't care.
Hail Satan. All right. Wolf?
Hail Satan.
God knows I'm just fucking around.
Caro?
Yeah. Before I say my answer, David Desmalchian is great in it. So, hail.
Yeah, Hail Satan. Jordan?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of liked the Book of Clarence.
I did like it too. Yeah.
I'm like spacing on the main guy.
Lakeith Stanfield.
Lakeith Stanfield. Yeah. So, like, he's really great in it. Yeah. I think that it was good. But yeah, Hail Satan.
Oh, you're gonna make your family mad with that one, Jordan. How dare you?
No, sorry.
That
was probably the easiest.
I'm gonna say, hey, Brian, clip that out and send it to his dad.
Yeah, right. Like, geez, Jordan's going off the deep end.
Gladiator 2 and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. So two sequels here. Kind of franchise sequels. Malcolm will officially go to you this time because we kind of breezed through that one. So I'll go to you this time for real. For real. Go ahead.
I actually never got around to seeing Gladiator 2. I will get around to it eventually. But that I just missed it when I was at cinemas. But I actually had a lot of fun with Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I know there was a lot of people that didn't really, but to me, it was just a fun addition to the Ghostbusters franchise. And it's one of those ones, it felt like it was, they were like one of those episodes of the animated TV show they normally did with really wacky like plots and stuff that they put into live action. And it was just a lot of fun. So I'm going to go Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
All right.
Yeah. JPO.
I got to get the Gladiator, so I got to go to Ghostbusters here.
All right.
Okay. Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, man. So both of these films are interesting for me because Gladiator 2, I mean, we knew it was not going to be as good as the first one. Like, it was kind of a letdown compared to the first one. Denzel was excellent, but like, he's Denzel, water's wet. So like, we knew he was going to be excellent.
Don't compare it to the first one, just compare it on its own.
but I mean, the thing is if it was called something else, then I wouldn't. But it's literally called Gladiator 2. It's like meant to be a sequel. It's not like a Gladiator: The Awakening, Gladiator, you know, this and that. It's Gladiator 2. You know, it's like
Gladiator 2 reboot.
Like if they didn't put the 2 in front of it, there't be no comparison.
Oh, you use the one that's been overused lately. Gladiator 2 Bloodlines, literally, if you know the movie.
But yeah, Ghostbusters vs. Empire, man, what a disappointment. Like, this movie was it had a really cool popcorn bucket. I got like the Ghost Trap popcorn bucket that they ended up having. That was really cool. But like, the movie was such a wild disappointment for me because I was a fan of Afterlife, and this one just lost all the humor. Like, none of the actors wanted to be there. Bill Murray just felt like he wanted to go home. Same with Dan Aykroyd. Like, it just was not at all fun or interesting to me. So because of that, I guess I'm gonna go Gladiator 2. But man, both of them. Sure.
Yeah, Jonathan.
I have not seen Ghostbusters Afterlife or Frozen Empire. So I skipped those. Just haven't seen them. I've been let down with a few Ghostbusters movies. Gladiator 2, it's a good movie. I don't think it's that great of a movie, but it's good. I was entertained by the sequel.
Were you not entertained? Yes,
I was.
I was entertained. I just was like, let down too.
After a very poor start, with the monkeys, the animated monkeys and all that. I thought the movie starts to take off with the villains led by Denzel. Yeah, Denzel was great.
Animated monkeys? What?
Yeah, there's animated.
Those
space
baboon things at the beginning that they fight in the little mini arena. Yeah.
Oh,
you don't remember that?
Like in the arena, I was gonna say that. I thought they would start out with like another war, like before that.
They do, and then they fight in the mini arena, and they fight the little baboon little fuckers. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, another monkey movie, actually. Anyway, no, but Denzel is great. I mean, he's villainous, comical at times. I also liked Joseph Quinn and Fred Hetchinger.
Yeah,
I thought they were great as the Twin Emperors. Look, Paul Mescal, he's no Russell Crowe, but he did an okay job. I was a little disappointed by Pedro Pascal. I thought his character was underdeveloped. Not like the best legacy sequel compared to like Top Gun Maverick or Creed or Mad Max Fury Road, but I think it was entertaining enough. So I'll go Gladiator 2.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, Ghostbusters to me suffers some of the same issues as Beetlejuice. Just kind of like too many characters, too many subplots, like too much stuff they're trying to bounce around to. And I think they've cut one or two little subplots to be a little bit tighter, a little bit better. Gladiator 2, it's still entertaining. I mean, it just doesn't have the emotional gut punches of the first movie. It doesn't just quite have that. But while you're watching it, it's perfectly fine, perfectly entertaining. Yeah, Denzel's having a lot of fun. So I'll go Ghostbusters 2. And yeah, we need more Monkey Man. Malcolm, we got Monkey Man on this side. We'll complete the four, four monkey movies. Just get a little Monkey Man on this side.
There's another one?
Monkey Man.
No. There's one more monkey movie.
It was the year of the monkeys. The year of the monkeys. Because we had the year of the monkeys and year of the cat. Because we had Flow, Quiet Place Day 1 for cats. And then we had the Gladiator 2 for monkeys, Kingdom of the Apes. Like,
you had Argyle for cats. That's another one.
Yeah, so it was weird.
Oh, yeah.
Masa, a few monkeys.
Yeah, but yeah, the monkey scene was pretty short, a quick little thing, but that's fine. Yeah. So I think that them in the camp were actually like these movies more than most people. Both these movies are in my honorable mentions there, and like I like Ghostbusters just because I enjoyed the score a lot and like the tone, the overall tone of the movie. I think work, except for the fact I understand like some people's complaints that it's not like the first one had just had more of an edge to it. This one's kind of more family friendly, I feel like, and maybe people didn't really vibe to that quite so much. It's kind of more like even like kid friendly in times and and that kind of thing. But I felt like there's a lot of cool things, like the they went back to the firehouse, and the firehouse really feels lived in, and you get to see like more of that. So I thought that's cool, and like just some of the like more Ghostbuster elements. I thought that they really nailed and did a good job. But there is a lot going on. Yeah, they could have cut like one or two subplots, and the movie would have been a little tighter. But yeah, Gladiator 2, I really like that a lot. Also, I do feel like there were some kind of like woke things that felt very shoehorned into it to me. But beyond that, though, like the stuff in the Coliseum is really cool. They did the whole thing where they like flood the Coliseum with water, and they're doing like ship battles in there, and like there's some really cool stuff
with
and
the
also,
sharks. The sharks, huh?
Yeah, the sharks and all that. Yeah,
like
and
that.
then Connie Britton, like this movie came out what like sorry, Nielsen, sorry, but like she seems like she hasn't aged a day in 20 years. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like the same that she did in the first movie. So like I always wondered if they used some de-aging, but I don't think they did. I think she just looks young. But yeah, so I thought that it was really good. So I slightly like Gladiator 2 more, so I'll go with that. But I quite like both of these. So
all right, Gladiator 2. We're only about halfway through the side, so we got to pick up the pace just a little bit, guys. So let's not drone on too long. We kind of took a lot of time arguing back and forth. So let's go Trap and my Shyamalan and Sasquatch Sunset. Did anybody see Sasquatch Sunset?
I did. I
think I saw a sex scene where they were.
I have a confession to make. I have a confession to make. I gave up after 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it.
I went to the theater to see it. I sat there. I was like the only person in the theater. So,
and I had fun with Trap. I like Trap.
Trap.
Well, aren't those kind of sex scenes illegal in the United States?
Not if it's between two Sasquatches.
No, I'm just joking. No.
I know we're trying to be quick, but is there any like dialogue in Sasquatch? Or is it all just the Sasquatches? Like, what is it?
No, it's literally just Sasquatch noises the whole time. But I will give the film the benefit of the doubt that like the makeup on it is incredible. Like you do not recognize Jesse Eisenberg and like Riley Keough and any of them underneath the makeup. Like it is exceptional. But because Bleecker Street never campaigns, it's not getting a makeup nomination, unfortunately.
But it's funny to like hear the
Trap wins, right?
The like audience reaction to the trailer though, because I saw it for the first Regal mystery movie of the year that they had a trailer for it, and like the whole like audience was like, "What the fuck is this? What?" And everyone was laughing, and they're like really confused. It's fun. But
Trap's good. I like it. All right, we got Smile 2. And Hundreds of Beavers. Oh no!
Come on.
Shit, that's a really tough match.
This one's hurt. This one hurts.
These are like almost the same scores for me. Yeah, we'll get there, but yeah. All right, JPO, a little tougher one here. Smile 2, Hundreds of Beavers.
Luckily, it's not too hard for me, just based on the fact one of the top blind spots is Beavers, so I gotta give it to Smile 2. A really good sequel.
Oh, bro, you are going to, dude, JPO, you're going to.
Yeah, it's on the list for sure.
It is like a JPO movie.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Feels like it's up your alley. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, but yeah, hundreds of beavers is just such a fun movie. One I really wish I could have seen in a theater, because this is truly like an underdog story of the year. Like a lot of the movies that really stood out to me were also some of these super duper hidden gems, like Hundreds of Beavers, The People's Joker, a few other things like that, where it's like these very, very, very small, like independent kind of stuff that really stood out. Smile 2 was terrifying. Like maybe the scariest movie I've seen this year. I was someone who I wasn't actually that high on the first Smile, honestly. I thought it was kind of overrated. This one really got to me. And Naomi Scott, it is a travesty that she is not being considered for Best Actress in this movie. She delivers a tour de force performance. Like this is some like Toni Collette and Hereditary type stuff. This is like some Florence Pugh Midsommar type stuff. Like this is like really, really excellent, and like man, maybe up there as like one of the best, if not the best performance of the year. But With that said, I think I was just more impressed with what Hundreds of Beavers was able to pull off on such a small budget and everything. So I think I'm going to lean Hundreds of Beavers.
Yeah. Jonathan.
This matchup makes me sad. I'll be honest. Because
it turns your smile upside down.
Smile upside down. Yeah. So I'm with you, Wolf, on Smile. The first one, I thought it was just fine. It was just fine. I mean, it was a cool idea. Yeah. This one really improves on the idea. I really like this movie. Oh, we talked about Trap, by the way, and then Smile 2. You could put them in the same movie. Smile 2, I thought it was fantastic. It was terrifying, with a great opening scene, one of the best openers of the year with Kyle Gallner. If you know, you know. But then Naomi Scott, playing this global pop star, she's, traumatized after an event. And it has some intriguing backstory behind that. And also it has an interesting dynamic between her and her mother, played by Rosemary DeWitt. And I thought it was really well crafted. Well done by Parker Finn. Really well done. Hundreds of Beavers, though. This is the comedy of the year. I really liked Hundreds of Beavers. The straight comedy of the year, like really straight comedy. But I was laughing hysterically with this because if you love Looney Tunes, you will love this because I don't know, it just has that magical feeling that I had while watching a comedy, and I haven't had that magical feeling in a little while, watching a full-on comedy, and it's inspirational, and I really liked it. It made my top list, and it's fantastic. So, yeah, sorry, Smile 2. I'm gonna go Hundreds of Beavers.
Yep. Austin.
Yeah, I don't mind either one of these because they're both very like neck and neck for me, kind of in that very strong honorable mention territory. I think Smile 2 is a massive step up from the first one because I think the first one's good, but I think this one's great, and they really took and made it bonkers, and legitimately terrifying scenes in this one that scared me, and Hundreds of Beavers might be the best comedy of the year, very very creative. So I don't want to champion both of these, but I may go with Hundreds of Beavers, kind of the underdog here. I'll see what happens.
Yeah, this match also makes me sad because both of these deserve to advance because Smile 2, I saw it twice in theaters. It was really really good, and Naomi Scott, Kyle Gallner, but then also Lucas Gage too. I thought he was really good too. Like he was giving some pretty terrifying performances too, and it's just really good. Like one of the best horror movies of the year, but then Hundreds of Beavers. I was very late to it. I saw it like 6 months after it came out, and man, this movie knocked my socks off. It was so good, so funny. Just like the Looney Tunes aspect of it all, or like I feel like you're playing like an old school video game in like some aspect. There's even like when it really amps up when they get to the sawmill part, and it's just like they're just flying and like across the sawmill, and like just all the chaos is just going on. It's just like so much fun. I was just like having a blast watching this movie. So, and like even talking about it makes me want to go back and watch it again. This movie's in my top 12 of the year, so I'll go Hundreds of Beavers. Yeah, it's really good. But Malcolm, what do you say?
I was entertained by Hundreds of Beavers. I thought it was very entertaining in that. I didn't find it that funny entertaining though, but it was still an entertaining movie. I thought it was fun, but I love Smile 2. I think Smile 2 was great, and there's someone who really loved the first one as well. So I'm gonna go Smile 2 here.
All right, that's a close one, but unfortunately, Smile 2 is going to get knocked out because Hundreds of Beavers will take this one. All right,
I'm happy.
I'm not mad about it.
Let's get an underdog just showing.
It's an underdog movie. We'll see if it makes it. As far it goes. All right, maybe we'll shine some light on it if it makes it a Friday and people haven't seen it yet. They can check it out.
Yeah.
So
it's free.
We'll see. Oh, we got Nosferatu. Oh, and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, damn it. Hundreds of Beavers might get them.
Hundreds of Beavers might have a tough shot the next round. Yeah. Oh, boy. All right, Wolf.
Oh, boy. Okay, so this one is pretty interesting because Deadpool and Wolverine is, to me, an interesting movie where I don't think when it comes to actually being like necessarily a film, I don't think it necessarily works that well. But when it comes to being like a great tribute to like kind of what came before, like just like an honorary, hey, remember this kind of tribute, then I feel like it kind of works. There's a lot of like things thrown in there. I will say though, like I've noticed in MCU movies now, they've been doing this to where they will pause it in time, like to get the audience reactions. That doesn't play as well at home. Like when I watch it at home, I'm like, okay, the scene that I'm not going to spoil in case someone hasn't seen it, but come on,
Especially Deadpool.
Everyone's seen it at this point. But the scene, and y'all know what I'm talking about, it happens, and there's like a long pause, and then and like for people to cheer in the theater. But watching it at home, I was like, all right, why is Deadpool not saying anything? And then he says something like 20 seconds or 30 seconds later. So it's kind of weird sometimes, like the way that they'll do that. But Nosferatu, to me, it's an interesting movie because I loved it. Technically, it's a 10 out of 10. It is like a masterpiece for me on a technical level, performances wise. Lily Rose Depp was fantastic. Emotionally, though, it left me feeling kind of cold. I didn't really get a lot out of it on an emotional
totally feel you, man.
level. So
totally feel you.
Yeah. but
how dare you? How dare you? Okay, just because you didn't like, that's.
But at least I've seen it.
What's wrong with you? I'm leaving the stream.
Okay. No, I mean, hey, I have the same issue with the Brutalist. But this is not a case of Unfrosted versus that. This is a case of two great movies against each other. But with that said, I'm still going to go Nosferatu. Robert Eggers is my man, and I'll still always vouch for him. So,
yeah, Jonathan, what do you say?
Okay, I'll speak briefly. In general, look, there's nothing wrong with the downer ending. It's fine. It's fine. It's about learning through it, learning about it. Why is it sad? Talk to somebody. Anyway, okay. So, Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm actually in the same boat with Wolfman. So the first time I saw it with an audience, I was having a blast. I was entertained. And then the second time I watched it, and it is my fault, I watched it on my own on streaming. Didn't work as well. And really, it was the Deadpool scenes. Yeah, the Deadpool scenes did not work as well for me. And I don't know. I just almost every attempt at humor just felt got worse and worse and worse. But the Wolverine scenes actually got stronger for me because I felt like there's that emotional impact in his story and his backstory, especially with him. It's in the trailer. Him reuniting with Daphne Keane, the X-23. I thought it was really well done, and actually, he deserved a very strong performance of the, best actor-wise, of the year. I think he was terrific. So yeah, but still, I was entertained. It was. I mean, it's not saying much. It is the best comic book movie of the year. But Nosferatu. Yes, technically it is excellent. It left me cold, yes, but the more I thought about it, the more it lingered on me as well, in the same way that Count Orlok did with other characters. And Bill Skarsgård with that mustache, I mean, his looming presence haunts you. I mean, I think he was great. Lily Rose Depp, Nicholas Hoult, who had a great year, by the way, and Willem Dafoe, terrific. Robert Eggers does a very good job crafting it. So, I'm going to go Nosferatu.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
No, both great. Love Nosferatu. Can't wait to go see it again. Yeah, great sense of nightmarish kind of dread in that movie, and I dug all the story elements and yeah, kind of everything in it built too. But yeah, I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine was still probably just one of the single most entertaining things I saw this year. I saw it 3 times in theaters. Love that it's kind of a tribute to the Fox X-Men universe, and I loved it for that. So I'll go Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, gee, I wonder which way I'm gonna go. Because I saw Nosferatu. That movie drags. It just drags. It's just slower than slow. Right. It's like get to the point already. Come on, I'm just waiting for it. It's like something to happen, and it's just like so slow. But when it does hit, it hits big, and like it's really like creepy and like the. And like I get that they're building some tension and like all that stuff and stuff, but it's just like it's like one person's getting sick and then miraculously they're better, and then the next person's sick. Oh, they're better, and then the next one, it's like,
all the plague.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Black Plague, bro. That's what happens.
Well, you just miraculously heal from it? Is that what happened? I don't know.
No, but it's just gonna just be a bunch of people getting sick if you make
but I don't know. Like it was fine. Like it didn't really do a lot for me. But Deadpool Wolverine, that movie was hands down the best Deadpool movie we've ever gotten, and like the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman is just so good, especially the way that they kind of talk down to each other when Wolverine's like man, I wish that I could say that you'll die alone, because it's one of God's best jokes that you can't die, except for that's all on both of us, or just like saying that like he's just a waste of space and spending like his entire life just wasting it, his whole life away, not really doing anything, not just like just being like a joke to the world and all that stuff. Just the way that Hugh Jackman delivers, and like you can tell Hugh Jackman's giving everything that he has to this performance. Like it just like is an incredible performance, and I think some people kind of lose that, like when like this is just another superhero Marvel movie, but you look at the performances, especially Hugh Jackman, but then also the cameos and the people that show up, and like it's just like I had so many like moments where I wanted to stand up and cheer in the theater. I didn't do it. I restrained myself, but yeah, it was just like so much fun, and like but who doesn't want a movie with that Gambit character in it in some type of way? Like I know I do. So yeah, but yeah, I'll go with Deadpool Wolverine. So, but Malcolm, what do you say?
When it comes to Robert Eggers, I'm very hit and miss when it comes to Robert Eggers. So I haven't got around to seeing Nosferatu. But it's definitely one I'm definitely intrigued to go see. But I loved Deadpool Wolverine. I thought it was great, and it's one of those ones that I saw it twice in the same week it came out, and it's one of those ones that like the second time I went said like it was a much smaller crowd that was there at the time I went to see it, and every moment still hit just as much for me. I had a lot of fun with it. So I'm gonna go Deadpool Wolverine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the movie starts out with him dancing a bye with and like killing people with Wolverine's bones. That's freaking like with a fun scene. Sorry. But
I actually at first when I first watched it, I didn't like that scene because I thought, well, this is just disrespecting the Logan movie. Like, what the hell? Like he died and now you're like completely disrespecting it. But then like on the next watch, I was like, it was actually kind of fun. I was like, this threw me for.
You think about that he's going through like different timelines or like different like universes or whatever. Then for me that makes it feel a little better. But JPO, what do you say?
No, it's Nosferatu. You're silly. Let's go for Deadpool Wolverine. I was really startled by this.
Nice SpongeBob quote. Nosferatu.
Yeah.
All right. Going down to Rebel Moon Part 2, and Venom.
Oh
The
no!
Last Dance.
Oh,
Jeez. 2 movies I skipped this year on purpose.
We'll make it very, very quick. Jonathan, if you just want to go quick, that's fine. Just throw something out there.
Okay. I'm sorry. What's up?
Venom versus Rebel Moon Part 2.
Yikes. I want to get back to my phone call.
Yeah. Let's see who's winning the national championship for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, I skipped these. So, Venom. Tom Hardy's giving his all.
Yeah.
Sure. Austin.
Yeah, Rebel Moon Part 2 is not very good, and I'm a Zack Snyder bro, but yeah, still, these movies are not great. The Venom to me was the worst of the 3. I think the last 15 minutes are kind of fun, gets a little bonkers. Tom Hardy's still doing his best, but it was the weakest of the 3 for me. But having said that, I'd still rather watch it over Rebel Moon. So Venom.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really cared about this version of Venom, but I haven't seen either one of these, so I'll just vote by doing this. There you go. Hold that up.
I can't see what that is.
I think it's a Venom Funko Pop.
Oh, it's a Venom Pop.
Yeah, it's a Venom. Yeah, it's a Funko Pop.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, I thought you like rode them on the wheel and you were about to spin which one. That would actually be really fun.
No, I'm kind of covered up by the thing that says live at the top. So yeah. But
look, I have not enjoyed the Real Moon movies. I haven't bothered watching the director's cut, but at this point, like, if you need a director's cut to make your movie better, just release a director's cut. I mean, it's Netflix. Like, sure, they'll let you have a movie as long as you want it to be whatever you want. But I actually watched Venom: The Last Dance today for this, and I actually kind of enjoyed it a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying I'm really high on it either, but I thought it was fun. Especially the Venomized horse scene. So I'm gonna go Venom: The Last Dance.
Yeah. JPO.
Well, like a turn in the wind, I might just go Venom here. I remember the egregious thing. The Rebel Moon came out a couple months later. It was like, watch it again, but longer. No, so I'm not doing that. I didn't get around to part 2. Maybe sooner or later I will. Yeah, because Snyder's a very director for me. But Venom, fun enough. Probably my least favorite of the 3, but I'll go for it.
Yeah. Wolf, what do you say?
You know what? I like the idea I had. I have them both on wheel here. I'm going to spin them and see which one comes out on top. Seriously, I just don't care with this matchup. So it's going to be Rebel Moon Part 2. All right, they know that's saying, guys. There you go.
Cool, but Venom still wins anyways. All right. Come on, good movie. Come on, what we got? The Strangers, Chapter 1, not that one.
That one.
And Live in Time.
Yeah, we got a good movie.
Anyone got time?
I'll vote for We Live in Time, even though I haven't seen it because I want to see it. And Stranger sucks. Yeah,
Live in Time's great. So yes,
it's really good. We Live in Time is a very good romance.
Okay, if it makes it a Friday, I'll watch it.
Well, it looks like it might. It looks like it might because of what it has to
might,
go against.
Yeah, if it's going up against Venom, it might. So yeah, there's a possibility. All right,
really like the movie.
Borderlands. Oof. And A Different Man. So A Different Man wins that one?
A Different Man. All right.
A Different Man. Let's go.
Yeah, Borderlands is atrocious.
I would have voted Borderlands, but I'm not mad.
Really?
Sure.
Really?
I haven't seen Different Man. I haven't seen
Different Man's
It's on
much
Max,
better movie.
bro.
Different Man is really good. I really like
Much
it.
better movie.
I very rarely do that.
I haven't seen A Different Man. I still would have voted A Different Man.
Yeah.
That's me. That's a me thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sebastian
Fair
Stan
enough.
does
And
deliver one of the best.
I do that a lot. I vote for
this one might be the last one on this side. I've got Arcadian, the Nick Cage movie, and Heretic. So we got a little horror matchup there. So yeah. Okay, last one on this side, and then we'll jump to the other side. All right, me first. Yeah, this is a interesting one because Arcadian's okay. It's got a little bit of A Quiet Place and a Bird Box sort of ish thing going on with it. We can't go out at night, sort of thing. We're getting attacked by monsters, and Nick Cage is not in as much of it as you think he is, but he's okay when he is in there. He gets sidelined for a little while. Yeah, I really liked Heretic though. Yeah, you're either with the third act or you're not, but I still love the Hugh Grant performance and all the stuff that he challenges the girls with in the movie, and just a really good script. So I'll go Heretic. Yeah, it was really solid.
Yeah. So I probably like Arcadian more than most people, even though, it should have had more Nick Cage if you're gonna really put him at the center of all your marketing, and he's not a main character in this movie. But the whole stuff with the monsters, coming out in the dark. I don't know what even makes them come out, but they only come out sometimes. But it's good. But yeah, and then Heretic, for someone who grew up in the Mormon church, I mean, the movie has some Mormon like elements because it's about Mormon missionaries, but the end of it though, it's kind of less about the Mormon church and just more about Hugh Grant's character and what he does to people, and it's really good. It's really solid. So I'll go the hair.
Hey, you had to do a lot, Jordan, to get me to care about some Mormon door-to-door missionaries. I'll tell you.
Yeah, right.
Right. Movie had a task ahead of itself. I'll just say that.
Yeah, most people slam the door in their face. Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones he's at I don't mind Nick Cage being at the forefront of the marketing for Arcadian, but even though he's not in the movie much, he's still a big presence, even though he's not in it as much. Plus, he's probably the only majorly known actor in the movie as well. So it's
That's Jacob. I can't remember the other Jacob.
Well, you got Jaden Martell, who.
Oh yeah, Jaden Martell. Yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
But Nick Cage is probably the more well-known one out of the two.
Yeah.
And I just haven't got around to seeing Heretic, so Cajun gets the vote.
All right.
Yeah. At JPO, if you're there,
I'm here. Yeah, no, Heretic had a really good setup and another really good performance by Hugh Grant. I don't like him as a person. Fuck, do I enjoy him as an actor? So I'll go Heretic.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I like this phase of Hugh Grant we're getting where he's just doing these wacky, weird performances, and I like it.
Yeah,
so I like some.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he's in his I don't give a fuck stage right now.
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
You mean I'll show up and I'll act the shit out of it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Must have hit his midlife crisis and wanted to change it up.
Hey, come on, doing rom-coms every other year that gets boring. Do some interesting shit, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Funny enough, he's going back to doing rom-com this
Even
year.
on Frosted, would you hate it? Like,
He went from Paddington 2 to The Gentleman to this. It's
like Lupa and Wonka.
It's like, wow. Yeah. So it's just like it doesn't care. Yeah, so both of these I love Nicolas Cage as a person. I'll say that. He's great. But yeah, no, both of these movies are interesting. Arcadian, yeah, I agree. It's just kind of okay. It does that annoying thing where you can't see shit that's going on. Like the monsters are like their whole face is like and they're shaking everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't see what is that thing? Like you couldn't even see what it was.
They really shake violently. Yeah,
it was like weird. Like it was annoying and stupid on that front. But you know, the performances of the two like kid leads were pretty solid. But yeah, I loved Heretic. Heretic was one that I didn't have a whole lot of like expectations going into other than it was A24, but like Hugh Grant knocked it out of the park. For a while there, it looked like he was going to be the fifth slot Oscar nominee. Now I don't know for sure. We'll talk about that Tuesday, but yeah, as someone who grew up religious and still has like is struggling with my faith, I really connected to this movie because the themes of this is like faith versus religion. And like the difference between the two, and I thought it was like really fascinating and brought up some interesting questions. Even if you're not religious, this brings up some fascinating questions that will make you ponder on things for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Jonathan, what do you say?
Okay, well, I had to decide between one or the other for my last movie to watch for this tournament, and I think I might have decided wrong. We'll get to that one. But so I did not see Arcadian. Heretic, I'm not as crazy about, but I did like it enough because of Hugh Grant's great performance. I thought he was terrific. Yeah, he and Chloe East and Sophie Thatcher. Yeah, they're all good together. So yeah, I'll go for the crazy Hugh Grant performance. Heretic.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's try to keep up the pace on the second half, if we can. Let's not go on too long, and then we'll skip a few here and there if we need to. Obviously, just like we did over here. If it's a little obvious, but we got some bad ones out of the way already. So, we'll see. We'll see how many more of the rough ones we have.
I don't trust y'all, considering y'all think Unfrosted is good though. We'll see.
Got Jackpot and Challengers.
Okay, just put your Challengers. No one.
Yeah, no way in hell I'm voting for that shit. I'd do Challengers all day. Yeah, Challenger one of my favorite movies of the year.
There's no way.
Yeah.
So we'll say that I did like.
How dare you? Assume I'm not going to vote for Jackpot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
Even I can't do it.
But it's obviously going to be Challenger. Challengers is better, yeah.
Yeah, Challengers.
That Jackpot did not hit the jackpot.
No.
I
Jackpot is
do
not
like
terrible.
Jackpot.
Yeah.
No. Another
like
round, a different round. Hell yeah, but
yeah.
No, I mean, JJ, if you got positive to say about it, go ahead. Like, I don't mind you getting some thoughts about it. That's fine.
Oh no, it's a fine B. Amazon Prime, wacky stuff ensues. Everyone's going after Awkwafina. He's actually a nice guy that protects her. Like, it is funny.
Yeah,
I do recommend it, even for you that hates Awkwafina.
I don't like Awkwafina though. Does she die?
No, but maybe everyone. Hey, you can at least agree that everyone should try to kill her.
If she dies at the end, I'll watch it for the ending, and then I'll declare. And then I'll declare my favorite movie of the year.
John Cena outweighs the Awkwafina.
Austin, you should watch that nature documentary. There's actually one on Disney Plus.
Oh God, yeah, she
that-
narrated a
that's
nature
narrated.
documentary.
That's narrated by
so-
Howell.
Oh,
So
God.
basically,
I know
note
what
to-
you're thinking.
so
What's this
basically,
ghetto guy?
note to self:
Yeah.
for every future Aquafina release,
Uh,
just answer, negatively.
Does
to
she
every
die
comment.
at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And message me if she has a movie where she dies at the end. Let me know, and then I'll watch it.
Note to
I'm gonna
self.
go to the
I'll
next
look. I'll
round.
look that. I'll look that
in a
up on the
minute.
website. Does Aquafina die in the end? And
Yeah.
Hold
up, real quick
Yeah.
before we move on.
There's a website.
Directed by Paul Feig. What a fucking fall from grace that guy's had. Holy shit!
That's
Jesus
not
Christ,
true.
has he fallen? Yes,
That's
it
not
is.
true. No.
Last Christmas?
If this was
movie's
5 years
Ghostbusters
ago,
last Christmas.
Jackpot would have been in theaters. If it's better than Ghostbusters, what the fuck are you
To
talking
be
about?
fair, A Simple Favor was after Ghostbusters, but
Okay, good movie.
I will say though that Simu Liu plays a pretty decent villain. It's fun seeing him take a turn as like a villain. I mean, the movie's fine. Like it's kind of good, but there's no challengers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Challengers, one of the sexiest movies of the year. Yeah.
Okay. Pez, real quick, 2 seconds. Breaking news in Yuba County from 2021 and Paradise Hills from 2019. Those are the 2 films where Aquafina is murdered. So check them out when you can.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, okay. Nice.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Spoilers for those 2 random ass movies.
Okay.
All right, got Garfield and Civil War.
All right,
Civil
let's
War.
take time.
More.
Saving more time.
Yeah, save more time. I like it. All right, Civil
Look,
War wins.
That's going to be a tough matchup, by the way.
I know. Say your piece about Garfield. You liked it. I
Well,
know it's.
I mean,
adorable. Yeah.
I
Malcolm
still
did.
would have gone Civil War, but like, I thought it was fun. Like, it's one of those ones like I've been a big fan of the character of Garfield, and to me, this just felt like a love letter to Garfield. Just it was faithful to Garfield in a way, and I really enjoyed it. So,
But you know what sucks about this matchup, Jonathan and Wolf, is we got that matchup next round. That
Oh
sucks.
God! But I will. I
Yes.
do want to say one more positive about Garfield, even though I didn't like it. It was so. The only Showtime available that night for me when getting off work was in 3D, and so I watched it in 3D. Only thing I'll say had some really good 3D.
Okay.
Why is that still a
Well-
thing?
Well, Civil War
Oh,
though is
here's
one of those
another
movies.
one.
I'll
Oh,
just
shit,
say
no.
that like afterwards, I had to sit and collect my thoughts for about 5 minutes after. I just sat there and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Good movie.
So, yeah.
We're not saving any
Uh,
time. Everyone talks about
boy.
those movies.
Craven the Hunter. Oof. And the piano lesson. Which I don't
So
know
the
what that is.
piano. It's
I don't
What
know
is
what
the
that
piano
is.
lesson?
You
I don't
even
know what
have
that
to
is.
Never
know
seen it,
in
so
order
the piano
to,
lesson.
to in order to the fact that you like Craven exists should make you want to vote piano lesson.
I probably
We're gonna
will.
have to know what
I
it
would like
is.
to know what it is.
Yeah.
So okay, so basically what it is it's one of those like films that's adapted from like an August Wilson play, so like we've had them like Fences and like Marini's Black Bottom that is put to Netflix, and this is directed by Malcolm Washington, which is
Denzel's son.
Denzel's son, and it also stars another and Denzel produces it, and it also has his other son in there, John David Washington, and it's basically all about like family inheritance, as there's this heirloom piano that was passed down from generation to generation, and the son wants it because he's like broke and is making money, but needs money, but like Daniel Deadweiler's character is like, no, this is part of our heritage, this is part of our family, this is part of our culture, and this thing is staying in this house, and it's really fascinating ensemble. You really get interesting stuff here, and Austin, the very end of the movie, like the third act, goes into pretty much I don't want to spoil much, but it goes into territories that you would like. Let me just say
It's got Sam
That's all I'll
Jackson,
say.
Corey Hawkins in it. That's
Good
fine.
cast.
Let's vote for whatever Craven. That's
Yeah.
fine. Craven sucked.
Just say I was falling asleep during that description, kind of Wolf, though. It was not really hooking.
Well,
Yeah.
Not a cool guy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I will say very quick because I also watched it. It is really good. It's similar to the movie The Red Violin that
Yeah, I was
popped
gonna
up on the '98
Yeah.
ladder series.
Yeah,
In a way,
We can
Sure,
still put it
fine.
through because
That's
Craven.
fine. I'll put it through. That's fine. Craven.
I'm voting for
fan.
Craven, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. We got Rebel Ridge. Okay, there's something good. All right. Circle
Right,
Back.
there's a discussion.
Okay, there's a match. There's a match.
Yeah.
All right.
This one's easy.
Yeah, I don't think this was easy. I think
Not
it's
that easy for me.
two good movies. But Jordan.
I mean, the Superman movie was fine. Like, I thought it was good, but it just
Superman movie was fine, bro. We both walked out of that movie
Yeah,
like raving about it. Or you? Okay, you like change your opinion so drastically.
Oh,
no, I'm not saying that it's bad or anything. I'm just saying that that like it was good enough, but like it just didn't really.
But
Like, I wasn't raving after. I was just kind of like,
we
yeah,
filmed the
reaction.
We filmed the reaction of that.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I was.
So there's video evidence I can pull up.
I'm a liar.
Yeah, there's a video evidence that we could pull up that had him like
then,
raving about it with me.
Because maybe I had one
opinion
then and it changed. But the thing is, I don't remember me really changing it. I was just kind of like, yeah, like it's pretty good. But I mean, like, but like Rebel Ridge, man, like compared to that though, Rebel Ridge was like freaking like nearly a masterpiece. But it does kind of drag in the second half though too. So I mean, but the first half I think can beat anything that the Superman movie the Doc's doing here. And also, I'm not as big of a doc guy. I'm like mostly gonna go for scripted over a doc most times. So yeah, I just wish the second half was as good as the first for Rebel Ridge. But the main guy here, I forget the actor's name, but like he's great. Like he should
Pierre.
like yeah. I hope we see him in a lot more because he's a great actor. So so yeah. Anyways, Malcolm.
Yeah, so I haven't got around to seeing Superman. It's definitely a doc I'm definitely interested in going to check out. I just missed it when it was at cinemas. Just gotta wait for it to actually get released somewhere for me to watch it now.
What's your alternative of Max in New Zealand? I'm curious. I'm sorry.
It's not on that though. That's what I was saying. Okay. It's available to rent, but I'm not that interested to see it to want to rent. But and yeah, is Rebel Ridge is one of those movies I'm pretty sure I've heard Chad go on about all year, but I never got around to seeing it earlier this year. And it's good. So I'm gonna go for Rebel Ridge here.
Yep. But Ross, I hope you're not talking about me because I did not come out of that movie crying and not even close to that. So
no, but you
no idea what you're talking about there.
Say in the video with the video evidence. You did say in the video with video evidence that you started tearing up and that you were like getting close to crying. You said you were about to get close to crying. Yes,
maybe I did.
We came out raving about it.
Well, my opinion's completely changed then. So I don't remember saying that.
JPO, what do you say, JPO?
I do not remember this. I must have been on drugs or something when I watched that movie. I don't know.
Drugs are bad, okay? They're also delicious sometimes. But I also I'm more of a scripted guy, so I haven't gotten around to Superman. Rebel Ridge, I wouldn't want to say it was a surprise. Like the trailer kind of like something that you've seen before. And there's some tropes, but it's done really so well. Jordan's fucking awesome. There's just some really tight dialogue and really like hand to hand. Like he's not trying to kill him too, which is the interesting part for the most part. So yeah, Rebel Ridge is really good. One of the bigger surprises of the year, so I'll go for that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the more I think about it, though, I do actually like the moment you see like his accident. Yeah, that does get sad because when his kids are talking about it. So yeah, I'll say that just because seeing his kid's reaction to it. Yeah, that was sad. But anyways,
But even on our like honorable mentions episode, you like full on were saying like, "Oh, it was really good," and like I really wish that she was there. That's just like you were full on saying that like on the honorable mentions episode too.
But then the second half of the year happened, and I saw a lot better movies.
But no, the honorable mentions episode was really just 2 weeks ago.
A few days ago.
I didn't say it on the honorable mention. What are you talking about? I didn't bring that up.
One of us brought it up as honorable mention. You said, "Yeah, that was a really good doc," and like I was like, we had,
say it's
like,
good.
Really
it is a good doc. I'm just saying,
so like,
compared to Rebel Moon is what I'm saying. That
Rebel Moon,
Rebel Ridge, or whatever. Whatever. Fuck. Jeez. Gang up on Jordan night for no reason at all. Whatever. Yeah, let's find a reason to gang up on each one of you.
I will say my biggest blind spot possibly of the entire year is Rebel Ridge. I'm 20 minutes or like 30 minutes into it right now because I wanted to try to watch at least what I could of it before this video, but I wasn't able to finish it because it's like 2 hours and 11 minutes. So I will get around to finishing it because I'm really invested in it, and I think it's really strong. And yeah, Don Johnson's great. Aaron Pierre is excellent in here. It's one that I know flew under the radar for a lot of people, but one of like Netflix's best movies that they dropped in 2024. But yeah, the Superman Christopher Reeve doc was excellent. I thought the way it explored Robin Williams' friendship with Christopher Reeve was really beautiful. I just really thought that part of the story was touching, and that part made me tear up the most because it's like they're two legends that are like gone from us that were such good friends. And like Glenn Close, even in the doc at one point, she says she believes that if Christopher Reeves was still alive, that Robin Williams wouldn't have done what he did, like just because like that's how close they were and everything. Like it's really, really powerful. And yeah, I wish Susan Sarandon, I could have seen her at the convention because she's interviewed in this. I would have loved to have asked her about, her memories of Christopher Reeves. There's just such a beautiful portrait of an icon. And so, yeah, I'll go Superman.
Mm-hmm. So, Wolf, you've seen over 200 movies, but you haven't seen all of Rebel Ridge, huh? Okay.
Yeah, there's
fuck you, because fuck me, right? About this movie, right?
Oh, Rebel Ridge.
I don't seem to ever recall anybody telling you to fuck off, Jordan. That's so
weird.
No,
that's fuck off. I'm just telling you what you said.
Rebel Ridge.
It's all about tone.
Rebel Ridge.
We've been clearly like fucking with you, but okay, sure.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. We're all cool.
All right, here's the knife. Someone do something with the knife.
And I'm just joking.
We're all cool. All right, cool.
Like
all right. We can all tell how stupid joking you were.
No.
Yeah, you're so
Rebel
joking
Ridge.
so much. Anyways.
Fuck your mother.
It's all good, man. But Jonathan.
Okay, just to save time, Rebel Ridge, a very good underrated Netflix gem. Aaron Pierre does a very good job leading this film. He has that same charismatic gravitas like Denzel in his older films in the 1990s and 2000s. So I want to see more of him in other movies. But Superman, for now, is my favorite documentary so far I've seen last year. I need to see a few others, like No Other Land. But I think it's just a wonderful documentary of love, turmoil, depression, family, inspiration, and persistence. I mean, there is a moment in that documentary where I felt like that Academy Award moment where he, gets into the stage, comes out of his shell. I thought that was more emotional than I thought, and I almost cried at that moment. When he's out there in the Academy Awards, just saying his piece. Yeah, it's a wonderful film, and screw the Academy for not including it on its short list. So Superman doc gets me.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, no, these are both good. Rebel Ridge was excellent when I finally got around to it. Yeah, it's a little long, I think, in the second act, but the third act does like bring it home, and it's really good. There was again one too many kind of subplots in there that I didn't really need, but it was still excellent. And yeah, the gentleman who's the lead of the film. Yeah, you guys mentioned his name, I forgot, but he's very, very good. Kind of a nice star-making performance. It's not John Wick, so that's what I liked. They kind of presented it like that, but it's not. And then Superman I saw in the theaters. Yeah, it was excellent. It got me a little choked up at multiple times, and probably my second favorite doc of the year, right behind the Jim Henson one. But both very, very good and very close. And yeah, if it doesn't get nominated, what the hell are we doing? Like, come on,
not on the short list.
Yeah, screw the short list then. So I'll give it to Superman here, just by a little bit. But that ties it up to Wolfman. So we're up to you.
This is a tough one. You know what? I'm curious just because since Piano Lesson made it through last time, let's do a Netflix match. That would be fun. The battle of the two like kind of underrated Netflix films. And I'm just wanting to switch it up. I'm into Rebel Ridge right now, and I'm wanting to show some love to the underdog. So yeah, after all the shit I gave you, Jordan,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
and all that shit, and you didn't even vote for it.
It's all good.
It's all nothing. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That was weird. All right, let's move on.
Yeah. In the best way.
Caddo Lake and Mufasa.
So Caddo Lake.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go, actually. I don't know because Malcolm's up first, and he probably really enjoyed it.
So yeah, probably he likes those live action.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Go ahead. That's fine. Go ahead.
I mean, I was intrigued by Mufasa because it was Barry Jenkins directing it. I haven't seen either of them. Like I haven't once again, there was so many movies out in December that I couldn't get around to them all, and I had a lot of blind spots to catch up on, and just not enough time to see them. So I have to wait till Mufasa drops on Disney Plus to actually watch it. But that being said, I'm still more intrigued in that than Caro Lake. Like, it's one I've heard people talk about. I just don't know much about the movie itself. Mufasa gets my vote.
Okay. And Ari saying Caro Lake sucked. I thought it was pretty good, but okay. Ari, I believe is a friend of Wolf's.
Yes, and I can tell you he's definitely a troll, but he's not trolling about this one. We've actually talked about
it.
So.
Right. Sure, yeah. That's all good. Yeah,
I didn't have much interest in Mufasa. I saw Caro Lake on Max. I kind of dug it. It's a very straightforward with the crazy element added to it. But what's his face? Dylan O'Brien that gives another really good performance. The main actress is actually really good as well. So it had me invested. It's kind of a slow burn, like, sets its pace kind of movie. But I liked it. So Caro Lake will get my vote.
Yeah. Sounds good. Wolf, what do you say?
All right. So I got incriminating evidence of Jordan, like I mentioned last time. So now I'm going to have incriminating evidence on myself and say I'm a dumbass. There. If you want to go and take that and incriminate me and blackmail me with it, then you can, because I saw Caro Lake today as my blind spot watch, and maybe it's because like the first half, like the first 30 minutes of the movie was like kind of bored me, and maybe I like zoned out. I had no idea what the fuck was going on like the last like half of this movie. I was like, it was such a confusing trip that I was like, what the fuck is I have no clue. I'm completely lost. Did I miss something? And it was like that the whole rest of the movie I couldn't even really enjoy the last half because of the fact I didn't understand what was going on. But then I watched several ending explained videos right afterwards, and it like helped me piece together what was going on, and I was like, okay, this at least makes sense. I'm stupid. I'm well aware now. So there is that, but then also Mufasa is one I watched in theaters because I was bored one day and I was looking for something to watch at work, and then Manuel Miranda, he's had a downward spiral as of late. Like Hamilton he peaked with, and then it's like ever since then, like Little Mermaid, and now like Mufasa, like his music is not nearly as strong anymore. Like there's that
and Mary Poppins Returns.
There's that really bad song that one sings. Is like, I'll be the last thing you see before you go bye bye. And I was like, what? This is such a weird thing. Like literally, that's the villain's song. He's like, I will be the last thing you see before you go bye bye. And I was like, what the hell? Like, what is this? Like, I'm not threatened by him at all. This is your version of Be Prepared. It doesn't work. So yeah, other than the visuals, I wasn't really impressed by it. So I guess I'll go Caro Lake then.
Jonathan.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have not seen Mufasa, The Lion King. Yeah, after that disappointment in that 2019 live-action adaptation, I just wasn't interested, even though it is sad because Barry Jenkins directed it. And I'm glad he got that money to, make more interesting projects down the road.
Did he just freeze?
Yep, he's frozen.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason I thought that it might have been mine, and maybe other people thought that too.
And Austin will be the last thing he sees before he goes bye bye.
Okay. Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Shadow Lake gets my vote because of the ending.
Okay.
Yeah. So the ending, it actually is a good resolution at the end. So Shadow Lake.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Right. For next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, be prepared when that happens. Austin.
I watched 3/4 of Mufasa today between Flo and Wild Robot, and I was bored shitless. That movie stinks. So no thanks. It's as lifeless as the other one was. The songs that they did sucked, and Timon and Pumbaa don't need to be in there because it's not their story and stupid. And they even bring up like the play. Like what the? They try to be meta. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Huh?
They're like, we watched the play. Like whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? What? It's really dumb. So I'm more interested in Cattle Lake. We'll see what. But yeah, I'd be more interested in that.
And I'm gonna go with Cattle Lake because fuck live action Disney remakes. So
technically not a remake, but
well, live action Disney like sequels.
Technically not live action either. Still CGI, but okay.
Yeah.
The other actress that you were pointing out in Cattle Lake is Eliza Scanlon from Little Women. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Cattle Lake's really good though.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of low key with you, Wolf. I had to look up what the ending was about too because I was confused about most of the second half. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Initially, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Got Lisa Frankenstein and Argyle. Okay, this is interesting for me.
This is easy. This is easy for me.
It's interesting for me. JPO.
Pretty easy for me.
JPO, no. Okay.
Shit. Sorry, I'm here.
Yeah.
This is pretty even for me here. Neither one of them moved the needle too much more. I could probably do a rewatch of Lisa Frankenstein, give it maybe another shot, but for now, I'm gonna slightly go Argyle because I do enjoy the cast and there are some cool Matthew Vaughn knows how to shoot a film, but yeah, both of them left me underwhelmed. Like these were both two, especially Argyle. Holy shit, look at this cast, and yeah, half of them don't get really used well, and there's an unnecessary twist and tie in at the end where it's just like fuck off. But still, I'll go Argyle.
Yeah, sure. Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, so Argyle sucked. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I was not a fan of this. The bad CGI cat, the stupid motor, the whole Catherine O'Hara ending, just what happens at the ending was just so dumb. There's logic issues that make absolutely no sense. If you know, you know. And the bullet, that's all I'll say. That made no goddamn sense. There's some stuff in there that really just this was stupid. It's either Matthew Vaughn's worst movie he's ever done, in my opinion, but Sam Rockwell is good, but he's always good and stuff. He's the only reason to watch it. Everyone else was Bryce Dallas Howard. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know what the rest of the cast was doing. It was just obnoxious to me. Lisa Frankenstein, a really fun and charming movie. I watched it with a packed crowd when I saw it, and yeah, I thought the chemistry between between Cole Sprouse, I think it is, and why am I blanking out on her name? Catherine Newton. Yeah. We literally met her, and I was blanking on her name.
Yeah,
but Catherine Newton and Cole Sprouse. I thought their chemistry was really good, and I thought it felt almost like a modern day Tim Burton film, which is nice. So. A nice little homage there, and it's directed by Robin Williams' daughter, and I thought she did a decent job directing. So,
What's Robin Williams' daughter?
Oh, yeah, Zelda Williams. Yeah.
Okay. But so, what was the whole Diablo Cody of it? She just a producer or something?
She wrote it.
Yeah.
Oh, she wrote it. Okay.
She's more of a writer than a director. Yeah, she writes a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Well, Jonathan, what do you say?
Yeah, not a matchup I'm crazy about. Argyle, I'm not it sucked, camp, but I didn't like it very much. I think the opening scene was actually really good. It was a lot of fun, and then it just goes downhill from there. Yeah, I agree. Sam Rockwell is very good in it. It was all right. But Lisa Frankenstein was just fine. Although there is a moment where I died laughing, and I'll just say this, that I will never hear the song On the Wings of Love the same way again. I'll just leave it at that.
The wings of love.
Yeah, again, not crazy about the matchup, but I'll go Lisa Frankenstein.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, this match is kind of a pass for me. And not that either one is like horrendous, but they're just both so meh. Like I thought Argyle had its moments. I didn't think it was like an absolute like trash fire because I think Vaughn still knows how to direct decent action, and I still I like Sam Rockwell, I like what he's doing, in the movie, things like that. But yeah, it was kind of mad. Lisa Frankenstein was also kind of mad. I thought it tried to be like 6 different movies at once and never quite stuck the landing on any of them. It's trying to be like a high school movie. It's trying to be like a horror comedy. It's trying to be this boyfriend dead rom-com thing. It just tries to be way too many things. I wish they would just stuck to 1 or 2 of them and just try to hone in on a tone. I just thought it was kind of all over the place, but it's shot well. It's interesting enough, and it's at least kind of creative and original. So I'll go with Lisa Frankenstein. I'm not enthusiastic about it, but I'll go with it.
Yeah, so I was very late to seeing Argyle, just because of like a lot of bad reviews. I saw Lisa Frankenstein right when it came out. I watched like about less than half, got bored and turned it off, but I went back and finished it. So it just didn't really like do a lot for me. And like I'm probably in the minority here, but I actually love Argyle. I thought that it was great. I thought that like especially Sam Rockwell, but then when Henry Cavill shows up, like he's pretty good. I wish John Cena could have been in it a little more, but and like just some of the effects were like really good, I thought, and I mean not the cat stuff, that was kind of bad, but like when they're like shooting off different colors and the way that they do some of the fight scenes and the choreography with the music too. I thought the music, they had a great soundtrack, but yeah, some of the ending didn't make a lot of sense. There were a couple of things, they're like not the post credit thing, but like even before that, how like certain characters come back, and I'm like, what the frick? That's weird. But like I really liked it, so I'll pretty easily go for Argyle. Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I thought both these movies were just perfectly fine. Well, I didn't hate Argo as much as others, but I also didn't love it as much as Jordan and others loved it. But I thought it was a lot of fun, and yeah, and I really disagree with Chris that Matthew Vaughn's gone in a big downward spiral. Like I enjoyed the Kingston movies enough, personally,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think I'd enjoy and Lisa Frankenstein. I think I had the same issues Pez did, but I think I enjoyed it a little bit more as well. So I'm gonna go Lisa Frankenstein.
No, Mr. Caro was okay. He was not attacked and home invaded in his house. He's okay. He just froze a little bit. You thought you were attacked, like your internet got cut and you got a home invaded or something. No, he's fine.
No,
he's
Count Orlick did not attack me. I'm okay.
It was an unfriended situation.
Yeah.
But then also you said that you died laughing too, so like you died and you came back or something. So there's another like joke. Ari said that
I came back.
Oh no,
that. So all right, we got
countless times. There you go.
We got Wicked and Kung Fu Panda 4. So
Wicked. I moved on, right?
I got to go Wicked.
Yeah, I mean, is anyone voting for
Kung Fu Panda 4?
I will say this: at least Jordan, Wicked didn't have Awkwafina as a voice, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh, and
That's
JPO
fine.
is having that. What?
JPO.
What?
I would have voted for Panda, but again, I'm just because I haven't seen Wicked.
Okay.
But I'm worried though. Maybe you might have found Ariana Grande just as annoying as Awkwafina. Because I can see that maybe. But,
kind of.
No, I don't like Ariana the person to a degree.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm fine with putting Wicked there. It's fine. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's fine. Yeah. Kung Fu Panda 4. I forget it even came out this year. Like that one just completely just went somewhere. It just came and went. Like nobody gave a shit. Really. I don't know.
Exactly.
It's the last couple Despicable Me's. Like it's there. It'll entertain you. Move on.
Yeah, I mean, you forget you saw it a few days later. Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
Marmalade. There you go, Jordan. You advocated for it.
Yes, yes, the two that I advocated for. Let's go.
Actually,
oh man,
I like this matchup.
Yeah.
I actually like this.
They're actually very similar in movies. Like that's like tone wise, tonally.
Not really.
No, actually, no. I disagree with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that they're similar tonally.
Yeah, no one's with you on that, Wolf.
Interesting. Okay, because I watched Snack Shack on the plane.
One's a coming of age and one's a crime movie.
And I think they're both kind of coming of age though, because of the ages of the characters in Marmalade, just a little bit. I mean, like the girl is like she's like I want to say like in her 20s or something. Like it's almost like a coming of age story in a way too.
That's age. You're aged when you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean let's face it. Like, no one's really grown up until they've reached 30. But yeah. So and I find it funny that Jordan loves Marmalade, but then he hates Paddington. Yeah. Just, make it make sense. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. That fucking bear. Yeah.
Oh, that
fucking bear. Yeah.
When the bear shows up to steal all the marmalade, that scene felt a little out of place. Yeah.
No. It's both of these I thought were really good. Marmalade's like a really good like kind of crime like fun kind of bank heist movie, but and Joe Keery is really excellent in here. Snack Shack, like I said, I watched it on the plane, and I thought it was really charming. I thought the guy from Saturday Night and Fableman's Gabriel Bell, I thought he was really good in here. I thought the rest of the cast was really good in here. So yeah, I had a fun time with Snack Shack for sure. So that's the one I'm going with.
All right.
But I do have to ask, Malcolm, did you do this on purpose? Because these are the two I advocated for.
No.
We were added later. I mean, but I know that you had to like kind of redo some of the brackets. So yeah. It's fine. Yeah, I'm just kidding with you. But Jonathan, what do you say?
Okay, so when I saw the list, I was like, "What the hell is Marmalade?" I've never.
That's what I said. And Jordan was like, "What do you mean you don't know what Marmalade is?"
I will say,
one of the best trailers I saw the entire year. The trailer is so good.
That being said, I do believe Flo should have been here instead of Marmalade. Just because Flo is more popular.
Yes,
that's more populous. That is more popular.
I've not seen Flo, but I've seen Marmalade.
Yeah.
No, but more people have heard of Flo. Like you got to go outside of your own preference here.
Yeah.
I guess.
I actually agree.
I just want to vote for or advocate for one I've seen versus one I haven't. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway. So, but I was curious about it. So I watched Marmalade for this, and I was really liking it. Because I liked Joe Keery's performance very well, and also his dynamic with Aldous Hodge. You know, in prison, he's just telling the story about him and Marmalade. Played well by Camila Morone, by the way. I was very impressed by her performance. She's fiery, feisty, sexy, but she does deliver a good character, an interesting character. And so I was with it for the first 2/3, and then the third act happened with too many twists, and I'll leave it at that. And just like y'all should have just saved a few of those twists or reserved those twists for another movie, because I thought we were okay with those first 2 twists, and I think let's go, let's end the movie. So it went from very good to just good. It was a good gem, a solid gem. So I liked it. Snack Shack was a very good surprise as well. I really liked this movie. Gabriel LaBelle and Connor Sherry, they have a great also great chemistry. You know, it's kind of like Superbad in a way, but you know, they want to start like a business, you know, pulling in some money, but you know, they start up Snack Shack. And then I love Triangle Forms with Mika Abdallah as the girl in the middle. You know, she gets a job.
It was very attractive. Woo.
Yeah. But so I really like this movie. And also what's his name, the older kid, Nick Robinson, isn't it? Nick Robinson? Or from Love Simon?
The third friend?
Yeah.
Nick Robinson's the third friend.
Yeah. I really liked him in it as well, and I think it was a very good story, a funny story until it takes a turn, and then whoa, that's it. I mean, that's all I have to say about that, and I think it's really just an emotional watch for me. I think this is one of those movies that I think it will become an annual summer watch for me. I think it's a very strong film. So, and it was very close to making my honorable mentions. And nice price. So I'm gonna go Snack Shack.
Yeah, Austin.
Haven't seen either because I had no idea what Marmalade was because I don't watch every Prime movie that comes out. I hadn't seen.
Hold on.
So, or whatever it
Hulu.
was.
Thank you.
Hulu. Sorry, even
Thank you.
worse because
Streaming
I
movies
watch
are
even,
movies
I watch
too.
even
Come
less
on.
Hulu movies, Hulu originals. So I didn't know what it was. Snack Shack I meant to see when it was out in theaters, and I just ran out of time that week. It was only in theaters for like a week. I just missed it. But I was more likely to watch that. So I just didn't have time. I probably would have watched it tonight, but it's like 2 hours or something. I just didn't have time.
Yeah.
So I'll go Snack Shack.
Maybe Austin, like for like every 10 movies you see in theaters, watch one on streaming or something. You know, like
no, because most of them are not good.
There's some good ones. It just depends. I mean, ones like Prey and stuff that don't get released into the theaters, but yeah. So I wanted to advocate for Marmalade just because like it's probably one of the best trailers that I saw the entire year. It's so good, and the music's really good in this. Like the way they use it as a really great soundtrack, and yeah, I think that like the cast all around, like it's a fun kind of almost like a Bonnie and Clyde kind of like thing, but it's more like about like the girl being more of the villain, and then Joe Keery just kind of gets wrapped up into it, and he's not really trying to do that, but he likes this girl, so he just goes along with it kind of thing. And for me, I kind of like some of the twists near the end, but I do see how people can kind of get kind of lost in the shuffle there, and maybe like one too many. But for me though, like I was actually fine. I actually kind of love the ending, but then it's going up against Snack Shack, which I liked even more. That movie like blew me away. Like I'm a huge fan of coming of age movies, especially when they're like more so like a comedy type of thing, and like this just like really hit. You got Gabriel LaBelle giving a great performance. Like that guy's awesome. Like I'm a big fan of his, and then and then Connor Sherry's good, and then especially when you have an attractive girl thrown in there with Mika Abdallah, and like it's just a great time all the way around. And I'll spoil it. This one's in my top 12 of the year, so I'll go Snack Shack.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. Is that good? But Malcolm, what do you say?
Look, first off, in my defense, I left them off because I didn't think many people had seen these two movies. Obviously, I was proved on by the fact that multiple people have seen them in this panel anyway. But
just not the two of you.
and that's why I initially left them off. And also, when I initially put this list in the chat, like you did, obviously you might have been busy that day. I put it in, but you did show some inputs later. I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. And we won't
yeah, like I just saw these movies later on. I'm like, wait a minute, we got to add these ones. Sorry.
I've never I've never seen a trailer for either of these at all. So yeah,
okay.
And yeah, I haven't seen Snack Shack. Marmalade's just fine. It's fine. So I'm good about Marmalade, but I'm not enthusiastic about it.
Sure, yeah. JPO, what do you say? Because I know you're the one that recommended Snack Shack to me, so thank you for that.
I'm
say?
very glad to see that's on here. And don't feel bad, Malcolm. I've seen Marmalade. I wouldn't have put it on the list either. And not because it's a bad movie. No, I'm not shitting on the movie. I just also didn't think anyone knew what it was. So that's why I wouldn't have put it on the list.
Yeah.
I like Marmalade. I am more in the camp of Jonathan though, that like I didn't feel the ending was necessary. Like I kind of felt like the story we had in the first front was good enough that they felt like they had to get like a cooler ending, and I just didn't. It kind of lost me a little bit there. But Snack Shack is maybe one of my biggest surprises of the year. It's recommended by my friend Rick, so it's kind of one of those trickle down movies. Rick told me to watch it. I told Jordan to watch it, kind of thing. Good year for coming of age too. This incoming 4:30 movie, like several movies came out, and probably my
old ass,
DD,
it's a really good coming of age year, and Snack Shack
good one too.
My personal favorite of those. Maybe that or My Old Ass, very close. So I'll give it to Snack Shack, and hell yeah, good year for Warren Michaels, by the way.
Gabriel LaBelle, good year. No, it's good. All right, got the Substance and Fly Me to the Moon.
Fly Me to the Moon is fine.
It's fine, but I forget it came out. That's another one I forget exists.
And luckily,
luckily
I have a panel here who's not like, well, I don't have movies. I haven't seen the Substance. Luckily, a majority of everybody
we saw it in theaters. Yeah, I saw it in the
theaters. Rocks. Substance rocks.
Yeah, Substance awesome. It's moving on. All right.
Yeah, we can just move it on.
I own it.
Nice. I know.
Can I see the cover?
Hey,
again?
Hey, how dare you, Malcolm? My Blu-ray is coming on Thursday.
I like that cover, actually.
God damn it! It's coming from Amazon on Thursday. I'll have it by the championship episode.
I want the 4K. I heard they're doing a 4K of it.
Too, they have both the Blu-ray and the 4K.
Okay, Blu-ray and 4K.
Yeah,
there's both.
Oh,
all right. We got Hitman from Netflix, and It Ends with Us, the one based on the book that made like $100 million under the radar.
It has some huge drama behind it. Like, the drama is more interesting than the movie.
It's a telenovela right now.
Fuck Blake Lively for this movie. Let's put it through Hitman. Come on.
I did not like It's with Us.
Wait, why are we mad at Blake Lively?
What you did?
Look it up. Look up it up. We don't have time to get into it. Look it up.
But what you did to the director though, totally screwed him over.
I think it's just a silly fight, to be honest.
So now he's suing her and she's suing him, and it's a whole thing. It's weird. So
let's put it.
I would remember Hitman.
Yeah, cool.
It's good.
Cool. Really good. Hitman rules. Hitman was awesome, man.
Yeah, I really like him.
Probably the best Netflix movie I saw.
Another sexy movie. Another sexy.
Yeah.
A great one for Richard Linklater. Yeah.
Cool.
I will say quickly. I actually didn't hate it. I actually liked the movie. It was decent.
I was going to say real quickly. I actually I like It Ends With Us. By the way, I thought it worked. So did I cry? Yeah. Well, fuck you! I won't tell you. All right, so whatever.
Hey, there's no shame in that. Jason.
Yeah. Oh no, that's why I told you without telling you. Yeah, I did. Hell yeah. The moment we heard and the
you can just say somebody in the other room was chopping onions, and then it just got my eyes like while I was watching it at the exact same time.
Which is weird. I saw it in theaters. Who's chopping onions?
Yeah, who's chopping onions? I don't know. Somebody brought like a salad. They were making a salad.
Hey. When I went to go see Wolfman the other night, someone decided to bring their vape and full on blow their vape in my face. Like during the movie. They straight up were vaping and like the smoke was
fuck that. You kicked that guy's ass out of the theater.
Dude. Yeah.
You and everyone.
I'll become the hitman. I'll kick that guy's ass. So, maybe in one of those costumes.
Also, I'm just gonna throw out Acres of Movies also knows about the drama. She said she's using people that are real victims as a shield. She is sick, and
I'm just backing away. I mean,
if you look it up,
I don't know enough about it. So, all right, got The Watchers, the M. Night Shyamalan's daughter's movie, and Cuckoo.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We can make it quick if we don't have a lot of thoughts. But Jonathan,
a good little horror matchup,
yeah, not a very interesting one in my opinion. But The Watchers. It's a joke. I was watching my clock. I was watching my watch.
Mm-hmm.
Just
it wasn't that bad.
I was.
It made me sleepy.
It made me sleepy.
Really? Oh man.
No, it made me yearn to go watch a Trap. Seriously, I mean.
Ugh.
Really? Okay. So The Watchers was just a tedious experience, and talk about a movie you cannot see that well. I couldn't see The Watchers that well at all. So Cuckoo, I'm not very crazy about. I'm not very cuckoo about. But Hunter Schafer does give a good performance in this. Interesting sound effects, but it's better than The Watchers. So I'll go Cuckoo.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm not over the moon about Cuckoo either, but I like Dan Stevens. He's been in a lot of decent horror movies and whatnot, and I like him a lot. And I fell asleep like 4 different times watching The Watchers in theaters. Man, I was dozing hard, like in and out. It just absolutely dull. It just did nothing for me, and I thought the fairy stuff was stupid, just really stupid. So just dumb. I gotta go Cuckoo here.
Well, I'm not like overly surprised, but like I actually really like Watchers. Like I thought that it was really creepy to me, and like these people that are just like held these people hostage in a building in the middle of the woods. And like I'm a big sucker. Like I mean, it might be a slight spoiler, but like for like movies where like the thing that that's after you gets out into the real world, and now it's going to be like a threat ongoing, and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen from here on out? I mean, you don't get to see that, but like just that like thought. That's why I like that movie Life about that like weird alien thing, because in the end it gets out in the real world, and I'm like, holy shit, that's scary to me. So but like Cuckoo, I thought that it was decent also, but like I was a big fan of the Watchers. I actually liked it more than Trap. I thought Trap kind of like after the concert stuff just kind of lost me, but yeah, so I'll go with the Watchers.
I'm not afraid of those fairies getting out of there. Fuck those fairies. I'll punch them in the face.
Sure.
Like it, man.
You're stuck in that building because of those stupid little fairies. Man, kick those little shitheads in the face.
Oh, just hire the guy from Kill. Hire those 2 guys from Kill, and then they'll take
Yeah. There you go. But Malcolm, what do you say?
So I haven't got around to seeing Cuckoo yet, but I have seen the Watchers. So cuckoo.
Oh, you don't like it either?
Nope.
GPO, what do you say?
Here's how much I love the Watchers. I found out someone played. Was it yours or someone else's clip show? I couldn't remember what it was called. I was like, "Lookers on the lookout! They see you." What the fuck was this shit?
Yeah,
which made me realize I think I liked it even less than I did.
Might have been on mine. Yeah,
I just kind of nothing did. Like, there's a few good moments and then interesting enough premise, but I didn't love it. I kind of agree with everyone else. While Cuckoo's not like leagues above, there's more interesting things still with Dan Stevens, and they're a little more invested, I'd say. So I'll go Cuckoo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, while M. Night himself had a decent year, his 2 daughters, I thought they had a terrible year because I thought she was terrible in Trap. His one daughter was terrible in Trap, like she was bad, and then then this daughter can't direct like her dad worth shit. Like, I'm sorry, like at least I could at least see shit in The Village. I could at least see shit and so no, I'm just saying like the earlier works, like comparing his earlier work to his daughter's earlier work, stuff like that, and all that. Like, I'm just saying, like, I could at least see shit in those movies as opposed to her first movie. Like, God, and also that one actress's name, I don't know her name, but she's like the white-haired lady. She's now a curse. If you put her in your movie, it's going to suck. With Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. Caro, and now this. It's like if you put her in your movie, it is not a good sign.
She's like the reverse Lin Shaye.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. like, geez. Yeah, I was not a fan of that, but like Cuckoo, you know, it's fine. Hunter Schafer was good in it, and I thought, you know, there were some interesting moments that they did. Yeah, like with the sound work and such, and the score and all that. It was pretty interesting, but you know, it would be absolutely Cuckoo to put through the Watchers. So I'll say Cuckoo.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me sad.
I
I'm the
think
only one
that
that liked it, and I really liked it a lot.
Too bad.
I'm glad you went Cuckoo for the Watchers.
All right.
Yeah,
Speaking of Dan Stevens, he's in Abigail. So
Yes.
there's Abigail.
Oh, that's a good poster.
Better Dan Stevens movies and Drive-Away Dolls. So there we go. Me first. Okay, yeah. I like Drive-Away Dolls a lot more than a lot of people did. I think me and Richie were pretty high on it. I just think Margaret Qualley's had a good year. She showed a lot of range in this one for me. And just a fun, like 80-minute movie, like a really tight, just kind of quirky comedy. But yeah, Abigail was really good and probably better than I was expecting. Yeah, way smarter. It takes a little while to get going, but once it does, I think it's a lot of fun. And yeah, one of the better probably vampire movies come on in a while. So I'll go Abigail on this one.
Yeah, these ones are like, they're different movies, but they're kind of like, as far as how much I like them, they're kind of on par. There might be both like I don't know, like 6.5 out of 10, 7 maybe, if I'm being generous. But yeah, it's kind of tough. I just felt like Abigail could have, like, it was a tad predictable to me. I mean, not like that, like totally, but like the matchup's so close, I got to be a little nitpicky. And I thought that Drive-Away Dolls was fun. It was sexy. It was like kind of trippy and at times, and yeah, so I'll go with Drive-Away Dolls. And I had a great time on a date, which with some dates that that could have been on. It could have been totally awkward watching a movie like that, but the girl I was with had a lot of fun with it. So yeah. But I'll go with that. But Malcolm.
Yeah, I liked Driveway Dolls. I thought it was a good movie. And it's one of those movies I'm glad I blind bought as well, because like it otherwise I would have been waiting ages for it to stream somewhere. But yeah, I loved Abigail. I think it's great. So let's try and get that Dan Stevens match up, Abigail.
Yeah. JPL.
No, I'm in agreement. Driveway Dolls has its moments again. I like the two leads, but I don't know. It never really got me to the next level, and I don't think I laughed much personally. Well, Abigail, I had a pretty decent time with from beginning to end. I like the group here. I don't know the one dude's name, but Dan Stevens is great. Captain Noon again, I think it was really fun. The one dude that unfortunately passed away, Little Giancarlo. So yeah, I gotta go Abigail.
Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, so I had a fun time with Driveway Dolls. I was by myself in the theater, but the other people didn't have a good time because there was people walking out of that theater when I went to go see it, full on, and some of them for not for good.
Is this what they said from the back of the theater?
Gay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jonathan now?
No, I was
Wolf's still going.
Yeah.
I was fucking around.
But they pretty much were like that. But no, Mario Qualley is a huge crush of mine. She's having a great year right now, with The Substance, this Kinds of Kindness, and then just the year before that, like Poor Things and other stuff like that. Like, yeah,
very naked actress.
On fire right now.
Oh,
she
yes.
is a very
She's
naked
not
actress.
shy.
Yeah, she's
It's
not
fine.
shy to show herself, although they were prosthetic boobies in The Substance, unfortunately.
Hey, don't ruin my good time.
Yeah, don't tell us that.
but no, Abigail was a lot of fun. I thought, when these guys, the Radio Silence people, when they do their own original films, they work really well. I feel like these like Scream films, like when they're doing franchise films, that's kind of when I have find a little bit more issues. But their original stuff, like Ready or Not and Abigail and such, are a total blast. And I forget the one actor's name from Euphoria, but it's sad this is going to be like the last movie that we see him in and such. He was a really good actor. But yeah, the whole cast is excellent. So yeah, I'll go Abigail.
But wait, was it you, Wolf, that said you went with your mom to go see Driveway Dolls?
No. Oh, I did want to mention one thing about Driveway Dolls though. Those cuts, those edits were otherworldly. Like they were insane. I did want to throw those out there. Like the transitions are crazy. But no, I didn't see it. I went by myself in the theater because it was like 80 something minutes. It was super short. I was like, this is nice. I can go see this by myself in the theater. And I drove by myself and
like Acres of Movies was maybe referring to something, but I don't know what it was. So anyways. But Jonathan, what do you say?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was not a fan of Driveway Dolls. Yeah, it just sounded like a fun-spirited adventure on paper, but I think it's just a collection of scenes and characters that were just being used satirically from other Coen Brothers movies. And I think it just meanders into cartoonish juvenile territory. Actually, I was not a fan of Qualley's performance in this movie. I think she was just fine. It's really Geraldine Viswanathan. I thought she stood out to me. I thought she was great.
You like the cameos, like when like Beanie Feldstein pops up, or like Matt Damon?
You know what? Actually, I felt like she was more silent. I was really disappointed that they didn't use her as much.
Yeah.
There is one other cameo I will not spoil in the end that I did like. I'll give it that. Yeah. Oh, in the beginning. Oh, I forgot about the beginning. Yeah, the beginning too. Yeah, it's very eye-opening. I'll just say that. Anyway, yeah, if you know the joke, you know the joke. But I did like Abigail, and it does take a while to get going. But I had a lot of fun. Catherine Newton and Dan Stevens were the standouts. Barrera did a good job as well, and I did like the girl portraying the titular character. So I'll say this. Sammy, those are fucking onions. Abigail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, getting there, almost to the Megalopolis and Long Legs. So Long Legs wins this one.
Long Legs.
Yeah.
Okay, Long Legs does. But can I say one thing about Megalopolis? I do want to speak on Megalopolis real quick because this is a movie that I don't think is actually like fully terrible. Here's the thing: it's the only movie I think of out there that is like any score is completely valid. So if you give it like a half a star, you are completely valid on it because there's some enough shit in this movie to warrant that. But then, but then if you also gave it like a 5 out of 5, you're also completely valid. I can completely understand that because of like the themes and what it's trying to convey here is an odd movie in that sense, like a very odd one for sure.
Well, I mean, full credit for Vince Ford Coppola for putting his money where his mouth was. I mean, he put up his own money, so credit to that. But, but
weird creative movie. Long List is a good movie. I like
it.
We'll give the credit to Osgood Perkins here.
Yes.
And just quickly, I did finally watch Megalopolis as well. Like, I thought it was fine. Like, if it, I just wish they had a better story. But it's like middle of the road for me. So.
Yeah. All right.
Can't wait for the monkey. Can't wait.
Got Brothers and Self-Reliance. So 2 streamers here. I forget Self-Reliance exists. We'll talk about it. Jordan.
Oh, yeah, they're haters.
No, I mean, I just forget it exists. I saw it.
I forgot Brothers existed too. Honestly,
I'll talk about Brothers.
It just came out. Brothers not even that old.
Yeah. So actually, I haven't seen either one of these. They're both blind spots for me. But I've heard that a few people have had Brothers like in their worst of the year. But Self-Reliant, I actually had a couple people recommend it to me only because they thought that it might be more of a movie that's up my alley, possibly because I like Jake Johnson, Andy Samberg, like, and then you got Anna Kendrick in there, so that's the one that'd go for. And I'm seeing Wayne Brady, I guess, and Natalie Morales, Christopher Lloyd. So I mean, that's a pretty great cast. Even the like Boban Marjanovic, he's like an NBA player that like a lot of people like, even though he's a total bench warmer in the NBA. He acts, but so I'll go Self-Reliance. It seems like one I might like. Doesn't mean it's great, but I feel like I might like it. so yeah. But Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, out of the two, I definitely think you'll like Self-Reliance.
Yeah,
but yeah,
no, you recommended it, Malcolm.
Yeah, I've seen Brothers. I actually didn't hate it as much as some people, but I thought it was decent. But I love Self-Reliance. I think it was one of those weird, fun ones, like just crazy off the walls kind of movie. And Andy Samberg does a great job of playing himself. So I'm going to vote for Self-Reliance.
Plays himself, nice.
Yeah.
Well, GPO.
Yeah, I wanted to like Brothers more than I did. I like the premise, obviously. Just I like Brolin doing a comedy. Dinklage is trying his best, but some laughs land, most kind of meh to don't. Self-Reliance, I like a decent amount here. Early January movie, so it's over a year old now. But good premise. They executed pretty well here. A little bit not shoehorned in hard, but like enough to where it matters. Yeah, and I like the chemistry between him and Kendrick. Side note, between Brothers, Back in Action with Jamie Foxx, that weird horror movie, does Glenn Close owe people money? Like, wouldn't she become like a really kind of like B-list?
The Deliverance?
Yeah. All of a sudden, like esteemed actress Glenn Close is doing all these like B movies.
Yeah, ever since that Oscar loss in The Wife, it's not been very good.
I think she just lost all hope after that.
Yeah.
This is the money thing. I guess she's got grandchildren to feed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wolf, what do you say?
But yeah, first off, thanks, Stacey. Acres of Movies. She's giving me a compliment, saying I sound like Adam Driver if I close my eyes, and saying that Adam Driver should portray me in a movie. That would have been a better. That would have been a better biopic than what came out about me.
You could do worse. People playing you in a movie. You could do worse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you could do for sure.
Oh, Robert Redford. I mean,
and Jeremiah Johnson. Yeah, that's the ultimate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right there. That's the ultimate. Perfect right there. Yeah, I've not seen Brothers. It was a blind spot on mine. I had kind of no interest after the reviews came out, and I was like, okay, there's other things on Prime to see, so I didn't watch it. Well, what's weird is I have a deal with like Prime where they'll send me screeners like exclusively, and like a lot of them are stuff I don't care about, and like they sent me this, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't care. I like didn't watch it. Like I'm just like I'm like sometimes I haven't.
When you can hook all of us up with like that screener links and stuff, so we can watch shit, you know, like
Yeah.
what are you doing? Don't be selfish.
Yeah.
Well, I have
Don't be so self-reliant, Wolf.
Yeah, I have to rely on myself. Okay? No, but Self-Reliance was a really fun one. Hulu now they need to work on. I've emailed them several times and they're like don't even talk to me. I'm like, at least tell me no. Like, goddamn, come on, at least message me back. Like, geez. But yeah, no, Self-Reliance is a really fun movie. Jake Johnson's directorial debut. I thought he did a really good job. Anna Kendrick is fun in here too. The whole cast. It's a kind of a fun, unique, interesting premise. It was probably one of the better highlights at the beginning of the year for sure. So I'll say Self-Reliance.
But like, not that anyone really cares all that much about football, but RIP to Notre Dame. They lost to Ohio State, so it's over. But anyways, Jonathan, what do you say?
Yep, the battle of the first time watches again. Yeah, Brothers was it's not good. Not a good family reunion there. Yeah, Brolin and Dinklage, they forget that they're in a comedy. And I just didn't feel any, funny chemistry between them. I didn't think any of them were hilarious. Story was generic. The only person I felt like they were in a comedy was Brendan Fraser. I thought he was very good in the movie. He was funny. There are a few moments of, when he's on screen, I laughed out loud. One towards the end and also in the mall. He was funny. Self-Reliance, I liked. I kind of liked it. It's about about the realization of moving on to the next phase, of adulthood, grow up during this jackpot journey. Jake Johnson's good, and he has an interesting chemistry with Anna Kendrick, and she's radiant and subtly funny in this movie. So it's a nice rapport. So yeah, it was a nice, decent movie. So Self-Reliance gets my vote.
Yeah, Austin.
Self-Reliance. All right, moving on. Sure. Wolf, do the side by side for Acres real quick. I'm going to put you on full screen. There you go. All right, do the side by side. Poke your head outside there. There you go. There he is.
No, yeah.
There he is. All right. So, anyways, that's who would play him in the biopic. All right.
Yeah.
Love Lies Bleeding and The First Omen.
Ooh.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. Malcolm.
Good match.
Yeah, I like The First Omen. It was one of those ones that I felt was a really big surprise. It's one of those ones that when I heard the premise when we did the anticipated ones, like who wants to see like the beginning of the curse or devil and stuff. A lot of devil related movies today. But yeah, I really enjoyed Love Lies Bleeding. That's another movie that I blind bought just so I could watch it. So I'm gonna go Love Lies Bleeding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, JPO.
Similar sentiments here for someone. Pleasant surprise. One I might have excuse me, even skipped if I hadn't heard like pretty decent things. And yeah, quite enjoyed. But it's facing a pretty decent one. I think in my honorables for Love Lies Bleeding, so that'll get my vote.
Yeah, Wolf.
Yeah, I'm not a big Omen guy personally. Like I like the original, and then like the rest of them afterwards, they're just not good. But then The First Omen comes out, and to my surprise, it's actually pretty decent. I thought No Tire Free was really good in here, and I loved the reference to possession. If you know, you know. That just made me geek out in the theater. I was like the only person there was like, yes, fuck yes, and like no one else knew what I was doing. But I was like the only person in there that was like cheering when that scene happened. But then Love Lies.
It was weird when Sam Neill reprised his character from Omen 3 and popped up in that one also. But
yeah, the Love Lies Bleeding, that's one I also need to buy because they have the like the A24 exclusive editions that are in stores right now. So I gotta pick me up one of those. Yeah, it's an excellent movie. I thought Kristen Stewart was fantastic in this, as always recently. And then I also think Katie O'Brien was great. She should be Abby in The Last of Us season 2. I think she's like my dream pick there. But yeah, she's excellent. She was excellent in this movie. And Ed Harris, what is up with his haircut? That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know. Ed Harris playing Nosferatu or whatever the hell he's playing in that movie.
He's full on the Crypt Keeper.
Playing fucking Crypt Keeper, Chucky, something or other. Yeah, whatever.
He's the guy. He's the guy from Tales from the Crypt. You know, like the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt. I was just thinking that. Yeah, he looks just like him.
Yeah. Jonathan, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm going to echo many people's sentiments here. The first Omen was a good surprise. I really enjoyed it. A little long, but it was very good. In addition to Tiger Free, I thought Ralph Ineson, great performance. Sonia Braga, Charles Dance, Bill Nighy. Yeah, a lot of good work. Love Lies Bleeding, a very good movie too. A sexy romance in the first 30 minutes, and then it turns into a crime thriller for the rest of the movie. It gets very tricky, for them to get out of the criminal underworld. Both terrific performances. Dave Franco appears as well, and I really enjoyed this movie. It's a fantastic movie, made my top list, and it's just a very cool A24 film. So I'm gonna go with Love Lies Bleeding. Rose Glass, 2 for 2 for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dave Franco, he's got some. What happens to him is kind of disturbing. Yeah.
Yes.
But Austin.
First Omen was better than I thought it'd be. I'm not a big Omen, franchise guy either. But yeah, when I was hearing the positive reviews, I was like, all right. And I didn't have much exposition, but very, very entertaining. Both that and Immaculate were good in kind of the same way, both similar movies. But yeah, I really like Love Lies Bleeding. Probably one of my favorites of the first half of the year. And yeah, just a nice kind of 80s grindhousey kind of exploitation movie. And I can do the side by side for you. Here's Ed Harris in Love Lies Bleeding, and there's the Crypt Keeper. Anyways, so I'll go with Love Lies Bleeding. Jordan.
Yeah, the live action version will be Ed Harris. Yeah, but I haven't seen the first Omen yet, so that's what I need to get to. But Love Lies Bleeding. I'm not saying that I'm coming around to Kristen Stewart necessarily, but
I think you are.
You're finally seeing.
But like 1 or 2 performances here and there, I don't mind, or maybe 3, I could say. But
hey, you had a
6 or 7 or 8 or all over last 10.
No. It's like this and that like Adventureland movie. She's not bad in. Not that one. No.
Spencer, Diana.
No, neither.
No, watch Underwater. Watch Underwater.
Nope, not that.
You like Underwater.
I like Underwater too. I like that movie. Yeah.
Maybe American Ultra because she's like getting high and all that. But
so an actor has to get high to be good, apparently.
It doesn't hurt, but Love Lies Bleeding, like it was really good, but it definitely has some disturbing stuff though. Just like some of the crime stuff and like even like the bodybuilding stuff. I think like I don't remember like I'm not really into girls that bodybuild. That's not really my thing. It might be for some people, but not for me. Yeah. But the movie's good, and I'll just vote for that because like it's good, but also disturbing. It's kind of like a mix, but in a good way, though. So yeah.
All right, and we got bye.
What?
Left?
What?
What's left?
I don't know. We missed something.
Oh, the Killer's Game.
Killer's Game. Okay,
the Killer's Game. Okay.
So that's supposed to be the Killer's
I
Game.
I was gonna opt out since it's no poster and Flo didn't make the tournament. If we just wanted to put
it was a
Killer's
Flow.
We could.
No.
Was it the Killer's?
No, I think looking at the list, I think it's supposed to be the Killer's Game.
Is that the last match?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's put Flo.
Yeah,
Well,
super low.
Well, if we to leave it blank, it'll be one of those two movies. Whatever. I don't care what.
Well, I mean, just because it was on the initial list, I think we should keep it the Killer's Game for now.
Oh,
Sure,
okay.
yeah.
I'll get to that when we go off here because I was going to propose something for part 2.
Okay.
Oh,
Just let
okay.
me get that.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
Game,
So I guess the Killer's
Dave
Game
Bautista
that was the Dave Bautista movie, yeah, against Beverly Hills Cop. So JPO.
Damn, I think I vote for Batista and Drew McIntyre, but I gotta go for Axel Foley here. I thought it was fun to see all the characters come back. I thought it would have been a fine theater movie as well. So go Beverly Hills Cop 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wolf, what do you say?
So I have not seen the new Beverly Hills Cop. I was actually just, for whatever reason, I was like watching them to prepare for it, and then I think something else came out around Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, and I totally forgot about watching it. It's one I'll get around to, but for whatever reason, this is a blind spot for me. I do want to see it. Killer's Game. Whew, what a massive disappointment. I'm sorry. I was not huge into it. I mean, it had some fun action sequences, and for us wrestling fans, Drew McIntyre's in there. So that was fun to see Drew McIntyre pop up. And it's Drew McIntyre versus Batista. So there you go. You get like the ultimate wrestling matchup right there. But I just thought, other than the action, there really wasn't much else substance-wise to it. So because I want to see Beverly Hills Cop, I'll vote for Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah. Jonathan.
Okay. So we finally got to the movie I was giddy about, and that is The Killer's Game. I actually liked it. Yeah, I like that movie. I was having a blast. I was just invested in the story between Sofia Boutella and Dave Bautista. I thought it was kind of heartwarming, kind of sweet. And I was, the first half was really good. And then we get to the crux of the plot of the film, where he is it is revealed that he has a terminal illness. He has 3 months to live, and then he just puts on a contract, and all goes haywire. So yeah, it was a really nice surprise. I really liked it. They're both close. I put it like neck and neck with me. Beverly Hills Cop, another good surprise. I actually like this movie. One of the rare legacy comedies that work. I thought it was just heartwarming. Again, I think he and his daughter, that's the emotional core of the movie. And it's nice to see Judge Reinhold and the late John Ashton back in the Beverly Hills Cop movie. So it has been a while since a good Eddie movie has come out. So since, what was that? Dolomite. Dolomite is my name.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll go Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. So, Pez, you're up right now.
Yeah.
Yes, and I just watched Beverly Hills Cop today because I missed it, or I just didn't get around to it when it came out, so I did watch it today. No, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the franchise overall. I think Eddie's good in them. I just find the movies kind of okay, and I was kind of the same way for this one. I thought the movie was fine, but I thought Eddie was really good in it. I thought he gave it his all. He gave it 100%. He wasn't phoning it in, so I appreciated that. It wasn't like a lazy sequel in that way. I thought he was very energetic in the scenes where he has to kind of improvise and mess with people. Like, he was very, very good. I didn't mind him and JGL together. I thought they had decent chemistry. Judge Reinhold was good for the little bit he was in it, kind of the beginning and the end. I wish we got more of him, actually. I thought he was really good. Kind of the worst part for me was the daughter. I didn't like the daughter like at all. Like, just as a character, I thought she kind of annoying. She got annoying. For me personally, but I think everybody else was having a good time, and overall it was fun overall. I'm not going to go back and watch it again, but I enjoyed it for what it was. So I'll go Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, I forgot about JGL. Yeah, he and Murphy had a good chemistry.
No, they have a good little buddy thing, and it's good to get him with somebody a little younger. That works. So yeah, that was fine.
Was Bruckheimer back for this?
It was a Bruckheimer production.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't. He wasn't. He didn't direct it, but
I know. But it felt like a Bruckheimer, action.
Yeah, he produced it. Yeah, he produced it. Uh-huh.
But I will defend Chris Diaz slightly in the comment section that we don't have Ghostlight unlike either part. So that was,
Ghostlight was what I was also going to say. Maybe to put in here instead of Killer's Game as well. I was going to say
because he was going to be on part 2, so I sent him the part 2 list, and then he's looking at this one saying, "Oh, there's no Ghostlight."
Because Ghostlight actually came to theaters. Like they had a full on like theatrical release.
But I haven't seen that movie, so but
it's a wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but anyways, for this one, I haven't seen Killer's Game either. That's another blind spot. But on paper and like from the trailers, it looks fun. I mean, it's got like the big like buff guys with like Drew McIntyre and then Terry Crews also, and then Dave Bautista. But then you got like the females that are usually pretty badass, Palm Clementif and Sophia Boutella. So I mean. It makes me kind of sad that a lot of you say that it's not that great. So, but
I liked it. It's a comedic John Wick. Let's go with that.
Yeah. But I have seen Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, and yeah, that was really good. So I remember when I was watching it, I was like getting excited. I'm like, yes, Eddie Murphy's back. But I'm like, for now, that's just one good Beverly Hills or one good Eddie Murphy movie in a while. I mean, there was Dolomite, but the rest of what he's done since he's been back hasn't been great. So I think people are kind of hit and miss on him. So that's maybe why like not as many people maybe saw it, because people might still have a bad taste in their mouth from Coming to America, because that was not good. But yeah, the cast like seeing like John Ashton, Judge Reinhold, all those guys, Paul Reiser, and then. JGL, like they're all fun and you can have your own kind of thoughts on whether you think that was Shooter McGavin when you see Christopher McDonald on the golf course, but that might have been, I don't know, but yeah, I'll go with Beverly Hills Cop here. Yeah, hey, Malcolm.
Austin, if you refresh the page, I moved the post-it in there on my phone, so hopefully it doesn't erase the other match.
Well, right now Beverly Hills Cop is winning anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much.
No, it's all good.
We'll probably be
it's
fine.
fine. It's fine.
Beverly Hills Cop XF, I think is fine, but I loved the Killer's Game. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was crazy and zany, and honestly, I think you'll dig it, Jordan. Killer's Game.
Yeah.
But when I wanted to see it, like it's actually pretty high in my watch list. So
it's actually kind of funny. Yeah.
All right. Well, since Sonic 3 will be on part 2, I'll play this and we'll get the speed round going. Let's do it.
Gotta go fast.
All right, so you guys know how it works. So let's wrap this bad boy up. So I'll give Malcolm a minute to write these down as we go along. I'll move the bracket over, but I'll give him a minute to make sure he catches all these, because the winners of all these will be in the Sweet 16 and thus move to Friday's half bracket. So just keep that in mind. All right, but we'll start with Wolf. So we got Thelma and Arthur the King.
Thelma. No contest.
Jonathan?
Well, no Louise, but there's Thelma.
Yeah, I'll go Thelma. Jordan?
Yeah, I'll go Thelma, because a similar thing kind of happened to my grandma once. So yeah, Thelma.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not
good.
Did your grandma go after them the way Thelma did? But Thelma...
No, but they were able to, like, through a certain means, get her money back somehow. I don't know.
All right, JPO?
Thelma.
All right, clean sweep for Thelma into the 16. So Malcolm will write that one down. All right, and we'll go down. Yeah, the votes are going that way. We got Jim Henson, Idea Man, and My Old Ass. Jonathan.
Oh,
yeah,
man. Yeah, Aubrey Plaza was impressive in this movie. My Old Ass.
Okay. I'll go Jim Henson. Jordan.
I'll go My Old Ass easily.
Malcolm.
My Old Ass.
JPO.
My Old Ass.
All right. And Wolf.
My Old Ass.
Oh, it's a shame. I was the only one who
Yeah,
showed
I
up
know,
for Jim
I know.
Henson. Oh, damn. You guys have no heart. All right.
Well, we do have an ass.
Yeah, we do. I was gonna say we have a huge ass.
That's right. I have an old ass. I
We
do.
have a great ass.
Unfrosted and if me, I'll go unfrosted. Jordan.
Oh, pass on this whole round. Unfrosted because it's the one I've seen.
Malcolm.
F.
JPO.
Ooh, if
Okay. Wolf.
Justice for the goddamn brutalist. If.
Jonathan.
Comes down to me. Can make it interesting, or well, I get the tiebreaker anyway.
Yeah.
Revenge for the Brutalist not making it in to Friday. If
That's fine. You just make my next votes way easier because I hated if. So whatever.
Nobody
goes up
likes
next in the movie,
unfrosted Pop Tarts though. Like those are gross. You gotta have frosting.
get
Come
that
on.
fucking movie out of there.
Yeah, it'll just make the next round that much easier because look what it's up against. Pike
I'm
Riders
okay with
versus
this,
Late Night with the Devil. Yeah. Jordan.
Oh, Late Night with the Devil, easy.
All right. Malcolm.
Late Night with the Devil.
All right. JPO.
I'm close friends with the devil, I call him Beals.
Yeah. Beelzebub.
Yeah. Wolf.
Yeah, Late Night with the Devil.
All right. Jonathan.
Late Night with the Devil.
Hail Satan. Late Night with the Devil. All right. So
Isn't that what they call the witch? Like her name's based off of Beelzebub, right? In Wicked, right? They call him Beelza or whatever.
By the way, one more thing.
Yeah.
How many opening logos did you count?
Like 11. I started counting during the movie because I thought it was like a joke. After I got to like the 5th or 6th one, I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And I started counting.
It's like,
got up to 11.
It's like
Dude,
that Family Guy
Flo,
joke.
Flo was bad with it too, honestly. When
Yeah.
Flo had a lot also. Yeah. Flo
I was like,
7 or something.
God damn.
Yeah.
I always hate it though when it's like an opening logo, but it seems like the first scene's about to start, and you're like, wait a minute. This is not-
Family Guy did a joke about that where Peter comments about that for a little while. All right.
Movie.
Gladiator 2 and Trap. Malcolm.
Just because it's seen it, Trap.
Okay. JPO.
Trap.
Wolf.
I see what y'all are doing. Y'all were trying to trap me into picking Gladiator 2, but nope, Trap. That's what I'm doing.
Sorry.
Jonathan.
Let's keep the Josh Hartnett Renaissance going. Trap.
I'm a Shyamalan guy, so Trap.
Wow. I'll be the lone vote for Gladiator 2. That is an upset for sure.
But I've gotten to talk to Josh Hartnett's sister. She's a really nice person. So.
Oh yeah.
Malcolm, you good? You got the last couple ones? You all set?
The weird
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Don't want to lose you.
Well, Casey
Hundreds of
Hartnett
Beavers. Ooh, Hundreds of Beavers and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh
man.
Jeez.
All right, JPO is up first.
I'll go Deadpool Wolverine.
All right. Wolf.
This one's actually fairly kind of easy for me because again, like I feel like Deadpool and Wolverine like has some stuff in there that doesn't work as well at home, and it feels kind of forced fan service. Hundreds of Beavers.
Okay. Jonathan.
That's all, folks. Underdog. Hundreds of Beavers.
Man, it's really close. I'll see where it goes. Deadpool and Wolverine. Jordan.
Yeah, this one hurts. This is like two of my like top movies, so I gotta go Deadpool Wolverine though.
All right.
Malcolm?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, it moves on. But, damn, it's unfortunate, but we all represent Hundreds of Beavers. It's on several free streaming services. Go check it out. It's very good.
Some of the movies we have in this, but no Hundreds of Beavers.
Yeah, what can you do? So Venom 3 and We Live in Time. Wolf.
We Live in Time.
Let's go. We Live in Time. I mean,
right.
Yeah, we can just move it through.
Yeah, we could honestly just move it.
I haven't. I mean, I haven't seen it, but okay.
Oh, okay.
But you literally might be the only.
I would have gone Venom the last.
We could. It's the speed round, guys. Like, just give it a chance.
We're taking more time just doing quick votes. Quick votes.
Yeah.
To speed up the speed round.
Jonathan. Yeah, we're there. We're there. Okay.
Super speed.
Venom, because I've seen it. Jordan.
We Live in Time because it's like 1,000 times better.
All right, Malcolm.
We Live in Time hasn't come out in New Zealand. Venom.
Still,
JP.
that movie came out in the summertime here.
It comes out this week.
Okay,
Wow.
time.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, we're losing time. All right. Different Man and Heretic.
A24
Jonathan.
matchup.
Oh, me? A Different Man.
Okay. I saw it today. It's very good, but I'm going to go Heretic just slightly. Jordan?
I'm gonna go with a different man for sure.
All right, Malcolm?
Heretic.
Heretic. JPO?
Heretic.
Heretic. And Wolf.
A Different Man.
Okay, it's a tie to Jonathan.
Wolf, you'll be happy for the first time tonight. A Different Man.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All right.
I'm happy
Okay.
too.
All right. So A Different Man will hang
That
on
was
to
great.
Friday.
I want to
Okay.
rewatch it. Actually,
No, I watched it today. It was good. It was very good.
In my top 12, won't say where.
Not my
It has a
top
great
12.
ending. I love the way that movie ends too.
yes, yes, the ending's
Yeah.
great.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Got a tough one on the other side, too, that probably deserved to move to Friday, but one's
Oh
going to.
no.
We got Challengers and Civil War. Me, oh shit.
I'm worried.
I gotta take my take my 10. So bear with me. Challengers, Jordan.
I gotta go with Civil War for sure, and I'm excited for the new the Alex Garland movie this year. It's like a war movie that looked like in the same kind of like tone. So yeah, Civil War.
All right, Malcolm.
This is a really challenging matchup for me, but challengers.
But I'm ching.
You're going with the Challengers?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I lost you for a second. JPO.
Civil War.
Civil War. Wolf.
You know, because it's election day or inauguration day, Civil War.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh, okay. Caro.
Sorry, Austin. Challengers.
Oh shit! Don't make me vote again. God damn it.
I know. Now you get the tough matchup, not me this time.
I know. Damn it. Because I'm thinking about flip flopping because these are both like almost right next to each other.
Yeah, they're fun.
I'm flipping Civil War.
Yeah, let's go.
Shit, but I hate the.
Remember
Challengers
earlier
having
this
it
year
on
though,
Friday.
when like you and Richie were like dunking all over Challengers, like earlier in the year.
We dunked on the marketing, which everybody else did too, because the
Yeah.
marketing was fucking terrible. Yeah,
I
and
agree.
it was good. But
Sometimes
I
that's just the way it
admitted
goes.
movie
Yeah,
was good.
right. Oh yeah.
Piano Lesson and Rebel Ridge, Jordan.
I don't know what Piano Lesson is except for the description. So I'll go Rebel Ridge.
What are you talking about? We all know what it is. You didn't know what it is, Malcolm?
Yeah, right.
Rebel Ridge.
JPO.
Rebel Ridge.
Wolf.
Well, I'm gonna be a rebel and vote the Piano Lesson. So there you go.
All right, Jonathan.
Well, it's a shame I did not take lessons to play the piano, so I'll go rebellious on this match.
Yeah.
Rebel Ridge.
Yeah,
I wish I would have kept
Rebel
up
Ridge.
on my piano lessons. I did when I was a kid, and then I didn't keep up.
Yeah, people say I have like nice fingers for playing piano, but yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cato Lake and Lisa Frankenstein. Malcolm.
Just because I've seen it, Lisa Frankenstein.
Okay, JPO.
Cato Lake.
Cato Lake. Wolf.
Lisa Frankenstein.
Okay. Jonathan.
Yikes. For Robin, Lisa Frankenstein. That's for your daughter, man.
It wasn't crazy about Lisa Frankenstein. I'll go Cato Lake. Maybe I'll watch it for Friday if it makes it. We'll see. Jordan.
Yeah, you might like it. I'll go Cato Lake.
Okay, well it's a tie to you, Jordan. So you gotta make it official.
Yeah, I'll go Cato Lake. I just didn't like Lisa Frankenstein, but I didn't love Cato Lake. I was like mid on it. So
Okay, all right. Well, Cato Lake moves on to Friday. All right, going down to Wicked and Snack Shack.
oh no! Oh,
Wicked and Snack Shack. JPO.
They're like both my top 5.
No, Snack Shack.
Snack Shack. Wolf.
Wicked.
Jonathan.
Snack Shack.
Wicked was a slog. Snack Shack.
Actually, I have Snack Shack at number 7 overall, so I'm gonna go Wicked. I saw it 4 times in theaters, and it rules.
Malcolm.
One of these is my number one record.
All right, well, you got
okay.
Well, Malcolm, you got to make it official because technically it's a tie.
Record.
Yes,
Okay.
let's go.
Yikes. The Substance and
Rules.
Hitman. All right, Wolf.
Oh,
The Substance.
Okay, Jonathan.
Pump it up for The Substance. Substance.
Mm-hmm. Pretty girls should always smile. Substance.
Yeah. Let's go with the movie that has a little more substance. We'll do The Substance.
Okay. Malcolm.
I kind of should have got The Substance versus Smile too, but The Substance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And JPO.
Hey, man.
Okay. All right. The Substance moves on to Friday. All right. Going down to Cuckoo and Abigail. So there's our Dan Stevens matchup there. Jonathan.
Abigail.
Yeah, the better Dan Stevens movie, I think, is Abigail. Jordan.
I'll say Justice for the Watchers, Abigail. Sure.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Abigail.
Yeah.
JPO.
Only person on earth that likes that movie.
Pretty much.
Abigail.
Abigail. All right, and Wolf.
Abigail.
All right, sweep it for Abigail. Okay. All right, you getting all these, Malcolm? You good? Just want to make sure. I don't want to make sure I'm going too fast for you. So I'll make sure you got it. All right. Long legs and self-reliance. I'll go long legs. Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go long legs, but on a second watch, I didn't love it as much, but I'll still go long legs.
All right, Malcolm.
Long legs.
Long legs. JPO.
Pretty vote. Self-reliance.
Okay.
Yep.
Wolf.
As a guy who's 6'4", I will vote my long legs.
Sure.
Jonathan.
Yeah, another wacky Nicolas Cage performance. Long legs.
Yeah. All right. Long legs into Friday.
I didn't realize you're that much taller than me, Wolf. I guess I never paid attention.
Love Lies Bleeding and Beverly Hills Cop. Jordan.
Oh man, this one's close, but I'll give it to Beverly Hills Cop here.
All right, Malcolm.
Love Lies Bleeding.
JPO.
Love Lies Bleeding.
Lies Bleeding. Wolf.
Love Lies Bleeding.
Jonathan.
Well, Challengers did not make it through, so let's put the other sexy movie there. Love Lies Bleeding.
Yeah, there's a couple of horny movies this year. Love Lies Bleeding. So
Sexy,
Yet pretty good.
yet disturbing.
He does make that joke about him and Paul Reiser being the same age, and he does look way better than Paul Reiser. Way younger. I'll say that. He's right. He's correct on that. So, all right. Love Lies Bleeding. All right, Malcolm, you got all of them. You need to recap any of these?
Yeah, no, I've got them all.
All right, sounds good. Just to make sure.
Not bad.
Yeah. All right, so the only one I'm upset about is Challengers, but it's just the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Because Challengers,
That's
the only one I'm kind of bummed is not
The
going to
Brutalist,
be Friday.
Move on.
All right. So let's just we got our
The
16th
Watcher.
Friday.
No.
So now we're just gonna see what makes it to or what wins part one. So Malcolm, you got My Old Ass and Thelma.
Both movies about old people.
Yeah.
Thelma.
Yep.
JPO.
Ooh, Thelma.
Thelma. All right. Wolf.
Oh god. Okay, this is hard. I need my full 10 seconds here. I'll go My Old Ass.
Okay, Jonathan.
Yeah, your indie year observation is quite valid here. My Old Ass.
I'll go Thelma. Jordan.
And I'll go My Old Ass all day.
All
Every
right.
day.
It's a tie, but JPO, you got the tiebreaker on this one. Thelma or My Old Ass?
Thelma, baby.
Oh
Thelma.
no!
All right, Thelma.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. All right.
Isn't
They're
this
both
the
in the
second time
championship
JP
Friday. So,
Yeah.
Isn't this the second time JP had the tiebreaker when the film wasn't involved? Or was I
think so.
Maybe. I don't recall what.
Actually,
Thelma
no, I
was
think
in.
I'm wrong. I had the first one.
No, but hey, I'm glad Thelma's.
yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, really good.
All these movies will
All
be on Friday. Yeah. So.
We got If and Late Night with the Devil. JPO.
If.
If Just kidding. Late Night with the Devil.
Okay. Wolf.
Late Night with the Devil.
All right. Jonathan.
Man, it is getting late. I hope the devil doesn't show up in my door. Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah.
Hail Satan. Jordan.
Yeah, if we vote for if, that would be a travesty. So Late Night with the Devil.
All right. Malcolm.
Late Night with the Devil.
Late Night
Yeah.
with the Devil. All right.
Please don't do that.
Okay. Got Trap and Deadpool and Wolverine. Wolf.
You know what? I'm gonna go Trap. I just want to see what happens.
Okay. Jonathan.
It's all a trap. It's a trap. Trap.
Deadpool, Wolverine. Jordan.
Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine, like way over Trap.
Malcolm.
No.
They're both pretty close for me, but Deadpool and Wolverine.
All right. And JPO.
Yeah, what? We got to correct the shit here. Never Wolverine. What's going on?
Yeah. Trap is like the 10th best M. Night Shyamalan movie. It's not.
Woo! I don't
Well, no, that's not true.
That's like the for me. But, yeah.
It's like pretty low on my Shyamalan list.
I think it's just really.
We Live in Time and A Different Man.
Another A24.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Jonathan.
Okay, I need my full 10 seconds here because I need to look at my rankings.
So my letterbox here.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. A Different Man.
Yeah, so today was very good. I'll go A Different Man. Jordan.
Yeah, I think I have A Different Man ranked higher. So yeah, because the performances in We Live in Time outweigh the writing, I think. So yeah, A Different Man. But
actually, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, Malcolm.
I'm more intrigued by We Live in Time. We Live in Time.
All right, JPO.
The film where he gets to marry Florence Pugh. We Live in Time.
A Different Man.
Yeah, Wolf.
One of my top 12 is making it up to Friday, baby. Different Man.
It already has.
It already has.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it's already in the Sweet.
That's
it was already. These are both already in the Sweet 16. This is the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Remember, I did the tiebreaker. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we will see it again on Friday, but yeah, it's moving on right now. Yes.
Okay.
All right. On the other side, we are starting with Civil War and Rebel Ridge. All right. So a Rebel movie and a Civil War movie. That's kind of oddly
Rebel
in the titles, but yeah. All right. Me, I'll go Civil War. Jordan.
Yeah. Are you with the rebels, or I don't know what they call the other side on Civil War, but the Patriots? I don't know, but I'll go with Civil War.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Civil War.
Civil War. JPO.
Yeah, I got to go with Civil War.
Civil War. Wolf.
Got to.
Something that's about to happen in our country now. Civil War.
And Jonathan. No, it's not.
Not done.
People talk a big game. They don't even do shit.
Yeah. Sweep.
Sweep. All right, Civil War. All right. All right. Into the Elite Eight, we got Caddo Lake and Wicked. Jordan.
Yeah, Wicked.
All right, Malcolm.
Wicked.
Okay, JPO.
Shadow Lake.
Lake. Wolf.
Wicked.
Okay, Jonathan.
Yeah, I'm not as crazy about Cattle Lake, so I gotta go Wicked this time.
Go Cattle Lake. I didn't care much for Wicked. But, yeah.
No, Wicked. It was Wicked.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That's my bad. Genuinely. That was a genuine mistake. Genuine mistake.
I had to be fair. Fair.
That's fine. The Substance and Abigail. Malcolm.
The Substance.
JPO.
Oh, even it out for now, Abigail.
All right, Wolf.
The Substance.
Jonathan.
That shrimp scene? Ooh.
Yeah.
The Substance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. I was thinking of that.
What are you doing?
Stuck in his fingers in the crawfish scene.
No.
It's disgusting.
I'm only 20 minutes in it, and I'm smart just close to him being and eating. Well,
Yes.
am I watching it?
That's disgusting. Yeah, I'll go the Substance. Jordan.
Yeah, let's go with The Substance.
The Substance.
Great.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. All right, last one on this side. We've got Long Legs and Love Lies Bleeding. All right, so JPO.
Love Lies Bleeding.
Love Lies Bleeding. Wolf.
I'll go Long Ways.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Love Lies Bleeding.
I slightly have Love Lies Bleeding a little bit higher. Love Lies Bleeding. Jordan?
Yeah, I'll go with Love Lies Bleeding because Nick Cage kind of becomes like a cartoon in that movie. So Love Lies Bleeding.
All right. Malcolm?
Long Legs.
Okay, close, but Love Lies Bleeding pulling it out here and hanging on.
Yeah.
All right. So we got our lead 8. We're going to the final 4 here. We got a pretty strong little 8 here, so let's see what happens.
A24 is killing it right now in this bracket because they have Civil War.
We don't have a lot of like big high budget movies other than Deadpool, really. Like, there's a lot of kind of small movies. Yeah, Deadpool are the big ones, and then we got a lot of smaller movies, middle movies. So,
like I said, year of the indie, basically.
No, we have a very variety packed Elite 8 here, so I like it.
Yeah,
it's good. I like it. Yeah, good mix of movies. So we'll start with Thelma and Late Night with the Devil. So, all right, Wolfman, what you got?
Let's keep the Thelma love going. I want to push for Thelma. Yeah.
Thelma, okay. Jonathan?
I'll hop on the Thelma train. Thelma.
The Thelma scooter. Come on.
Thelma scooter. Thelma scooter, yeah. With Jim Squibb and Richard Roundtree, yeah.
Yeah.
The Thelma rascal.
Yeah, they're very close, but I think I have Late Night with the Devil slightly higher. So with that, Jordan?
Yeah, like Thelma was one of the biggest surprises of the year, so I really dig the cast all around Thelma.
All right, Malcolm?
I've been on the Thelma scooter since the first round. Thelma.
And I know where JPO is, so you keep it going, JPO? Thelma
Hell Squib.
Squib. All right, Hell Squib. All right, Thelma into the final 4. Okay, little rascal that could. All right, Deadpool and Wolverine and A Different Man. So Jonathan.
Different Man.
Deadpool. Jordan.
Deadpool.
Okay.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay. And JPO.
What's the question?
Deadpool and A Different Man.
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Okay. Wolf.
Damn. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Different Man. I'm
gonna shut on Friday. Maybe you can rally the troops on Friday. We'll see.
But have at least one blockbuster in there. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll be on Friday. Don't worry.
All right. Civil War versus Wicked. Me. Oh, definitely Civil War. Jordan.
Oh, definitely Wicked. Yeah.
Malcolm.
It's my number 4 versus my number 1 record.
JPO.
Civil War.
Civil War. Wolf.
Yeah, I'll have a Civil War with you guys if y'all put Wicked over that. So.
Let's see. Jonathan.
Let's have a Civil War. Come on.
Civil War.
Civil War. All right. Everyone moves on into the final 4. We got The Substance versus Love Lies Bleeding. So another indie matchup here. All right. Jordan.
Yeah, it's like they're both disturbing in their own ways, but one of them's way more disturbing, and that's The Substance. Let's go with that.
All right. Malcolm.
The Substance.
Substance. JPO.
Love Lies Bleeding.
Okay. Wolf.
The Substance.
Okay. Jonathan.
Demi Moore's best performance of her career. The Substance.
Yeah,
Yep.
and The Substance.
Charlie's Angels.
Once you won the Golden Globe for it.
All right.
No problem.
All right. So yeah, we got one kind of big budget, another like A24's biggest budget, and then you got Thelma and The Substance, 2 kind of smaller movies.
And a movie.
So
Yeah.
movie, yeah, and then kind of
They're all pretty different in their own way.
yeah, very, very different. Yeah, very different movies. So Wolf, we'll kick it off with Thelma versus Deadpool. Yeah, which I want to see that movie. I want to see that.
Yeah,
I know, right? That would
Same
actually
here.
be a really fun crossover. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I think someone would like whip the shit out of Deadpool. Come on, in real life. Come on, June Squibb.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Just put the like Malcolm or not Malcolm McDowell. Yeah, Malcolm McDowell. Just put him in like the put Ryan Reynolds Deadpool in that scene. Just perfect. Nah, I want to keep the Thelma love going and say Thelma.
Jonathan?
I want to see June Squibb versus Demi Moore. Thelma.
Okay. I can't do it. Deadpool. It's like one of my top 5. Jordan?
Yeah. Or maybe a more evenly matches Thelma versus Blind Owl from Deadpool. We could do that one, but I got to go with Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah.
All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I got to jump off Thelma, searching out Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, and
Gotta bail.
JPO.
I don't want to do this. These are like neck and neck. I'll just because I feel like it's not gonna always happen. I'll say Thelma for now.
Okay, so we have a tie to Wolfman, I believe.
Hey,
You know what? Thelma.
Hey,
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
I like
made
it.
it easier for me, so that's fine.
On the other side, Jonathan, we got Civil War and The Substance.
The Substance.
I'll go The Substance. Jordan.
I would actually go a Civil War. That movie really like hit me in a more of a visual way than The Substance, believe it or not. But yeah, so
Malcolm.
Both of these movies are disturbing in different ways. Civil War.
Yep.
JPO.
Civil War.
Civil War and Wolf.
The Substance.
Ooh, another tie. Jonathan.
Ooh. It's my own internal civil war in my head.
Yeah.
But if you watch my top 12, you know what my list is. The Substance.
The Substance. Okay. It's in there.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah,
all right. All right. So we're down to Thelma, kind of the dark horse of the tournament here, and The Substance, which has been a favorite here.
One of them was such a sweet little movie, and the other one's The Substance.
Yeah, nice, sweet, like fun for the whole family. The whole family can watch. It's like a PG movie.
Yeah,
you got this bonkers, batshit crazy.
Yeah, right. The most hard R movie. Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, I'm up first, and I got to go with The Substance. It's very high for me, for anybody who knows. So, Jordan.
Yeah, I think at this point, I got to go The Substance.
All right, Malcolm.
I would argue June should be up for best actress, but she probably won't. But I'd have The Substance. The Substance.
All right.
Maybe June Squibb should take The Substance and see what she looks like younger.
That was a crossover.
See what crawls out of her back. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I need that
JPO.
I'll go Thelma.
Thelma. All right. Wolf.
Remember, you are one, Thelma. That's what I. Or no, fuck, Substance. I messed that up. I messed up that whole goal. The Substance is what I would say.
No, but that movie would be her just trying to figure out the directions on the package and screwing it up. Now, what am I doing with this? Right, the tube goes where and what?
Where's it go?
Yeah.
Let me call my grandson.
Yeah.
You can help me. Yeah.
Well, most likely best picture nominee, The Substance.
All right, The Substance takes one.
Yeah.
There you go. So there you go. Congratulations. A good one that I was hoping would at least win one of these parts. So it has one part one. Excellent. All right.
What are you gonna play?
Yeah, there we go. The Substance.
The Substance. All right, it takes part
movie.
one of our 2024
Okay, now I'm
tournament.
happy. I'm happy.
Yeah, but we've got a solid 16 going into Friday. Some movies we will see again. And then, we'll talk off air about part two. We might, Malcolm, if you're nice, might let you do sub one or two other things. We'll see.
Yeah.
If you're nice.
Yeah.
We've already kind of had I know he's sick of these discussions, but we'll see. All right, we will wrap it up there. And
but at least Dennis Quaid, he went from doing Angel Studios or whatever that Reagan movie was to like the hard R Substance.
They were in theaters at the same time. It's weird.
How did y'all forget to put The Long Game on this list? The Dennis Quaid golf movie. Come on,
right.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
I was just
come on, guys. We didn't put the Ronald Reagan biopic in there. Come on.
Yeah, we're okay on that. That's fine.
What about the Jim Caviezel one? You always shit all over that one.
Sound of Freedom. That was last year.
Yeah. Okay, that was last year. I was gonna say, but with the same.
And I'm
studios,
pretty sure we did visit that tournament too.
I think we had it in the tournament.
Yeah.
But all right. That'll do it. There you go.
Yeah. So we got one half down. We got another half to go. We'll see how it all plays out on Wednesday. So yeah. But that'll do it. And congratulations to the Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm not a fan of theirs. I wanted to Notre Dame. So our condolences to Dan Skip Allen. He's like a diehard Notre Dame fan. But But yeah, we'll do some plugs and that'll do it. So we'll go to Malcolm. What do you have going on?
You can find me on Tasty Productions as a host Wyndham every week. Next week will be top 12 non-horror related characters or books that we want to see turned into horror movies in honor of Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare.
That's a cool idea.
Spear from the Past will be back this week, and I'll have Steve Mason on to talk about Backlash 2000. And I pop up here and there. I'll be back next week for my After the 128.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, and JPO, what do you got going on?
Yeah, guys, we're not popping up in here from time to time. Find me over at the Pierce Co. We're always doing wacky movie stuff, some trivia, some top tens, all those shenanigans. And then yes, the same idea over at Pierce Wrestling, but with pro wrestling. And Thursdays at 10. It's me, it's the Pez, it's the Barber and Richie, and we talk of the wrestles over at the Lonely Marks channel. So thanks for having me. Till next time, which is very soon. Prepare.
Yeah, sounds good. And Wolf, what do you got going on?
Yeah, you can find me on my YouTube channel, Mega Movies. This is just objectively, this is the busiest week for me. I'm gonna be exhausted by the next week because I am not only am I doing all of you guys' videos and hopping on here, but on Tuesday, of course, we got Jonathan Caro coming back on the channel to discuss our final Oscar nomination predictions. So that'll be fun, and he's gonna be popping up on there again to discuss that. So that should be a good time. Then
Thursday, give him the memo, I guess.
Then Thursday morning, we're doing, of course, the live reactions when they drop, and then Thursday night is when we're actually we're going to talk about the Oscar nominations next week, but Thursday night is going to be our worst of the year because we also are going to start doing our end of the year lists. And then of course I got you guys video on Friday, and then Saturday I'm doing a hidden gems of 2024 videos, like the ones that are like under the radar that like nobody talked about kind of deal, and nice. Like really get those ones out there. So Marmalade can be on that list, and then as well as a few other ones. So
Thelma could technically be on that list. I think Thelma kind of qualifies for hidden gem. I think a lot of people might have overlooked it. Yeah, it's really good.
We got Flo on that list.
Flo might win best animated. So I don't know if I would put that, but Hundreds of Beavers.
Hundreds of Beavers is a hidden gem.
That's a hidden gem for sure. There's a lot of really good ones there, and then of course Sunday I got the podcast episode that I'll be on. So it's like a whole week. Every single day is a video. It's gonna be nuts. So
gotta love it when that happens. So that's been like our whole month almost on our channel. But Jonathan, what do you have going on?
Well, first off, great show, great episode. It was a lot of fun. Boo-hoo for the brutalist, but yay for the substance. So, you can find me on social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Blue Sky, Threads, and different variations of Cinecaro. We'll post a review from here to then there. Instagram, I have my own 2024 tournament going on. I'll finish this week. Interesting matchups right now. Let's see. That will be it. I'll be back on Friday for the championship. Hopefully, I will still have power by then. Hopefully, have power tomorrow. Just hopefully not windy. So
some snowstorms hitting.
By the way, it is snowing outside. I had to look out the window and just.
We might get some more tomorrow, so it might be rolling in tomorrow for us.
I'm gonna have to stay inside. It's gonna be icy for me, but
there's -4 degrees here where I live today.
So crazy. So sorry. So tomorrow I'm on Wolf's channel discussing these wacky award season. Friday again championship, and next week I will discuss. I'll be on Wheel of Movies with Austin.
We'll be doing I'll talk about it in a minute.
We'll talk about the movie that you'll bring up, but I'll be there as well. That's it.
Yeah. Sounds good. And Austin, what do you got going on?
Yeah, no, mostly, just a couple of recent things outside of the channel, and I quote, that's Ryan Permis's channel that he plugs on our Facebook page. I did a Tremors watch along because, of course, I did last week for the anniversary on his channel, so you can join us for that. And this week, he's doing a 60th anniversary watch along for a few dollars more on Friday, which is my favorite Western, so he's having me on for that one.
Nice.
So the Friday episode might start like 15-20 minutes ish later than 9 because I'll be wrapping that up, but it's a half bracket, so I mean, it's not that big a deal. But I'll make everybody aware of that ahead of time, so it's not like a surprise. And then Wheel of Movies will be next week, and we'll be doing our David Lynch tribute. Yeah, Caro will be on there, and we'll talk some Mulholland Drive is what we settled on for availability purposes. It's available for all of us to watch, so
Okay.
so that's what we settled on, and I've been meaning to bust out my 4K criterion of that movie so I can bust that out. And so we'll talk some Mulholland Drive in honor of David Lynch, so you can tune in for that one. Should be interesting.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. So we'll just, as far as the channel goes, we'll be wrapping up a lot of the best of 2024 stuff coming up all this week. And you can also find us on the social medias at Movie Hero 2121 and Jordan 83616. You can find us in the Movie Hero Network group over on Facebook. If you have any movie-related projects, TV, pop culture-related projects, or if you have a YouTube channel, you can post over there to your heart's content, and we'll share it out. We encourage you to come have movie discussions over there, all that fun stuff. And we will be getting into some other stuff starting in February. So we'll be back to doing some seen and heard movie trivia. I think we decided we want to do a rom-com exhibition match. So I know JPO expressed interest, and if anyone else is interested, let us know. Yeah. So we'll have you on for that, and then we'll be diving into round 2 of our seen and heard movie trivia tournament, because we still have Jonathan Caro as the grand champion for that. He's waiting in the wings to play whoever wins that. So it's just been a real long, slow burn kind of tournament. So
yeah, I'm still sleeping from that free for all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I still like getting some sleep from that. Yeah, because that was kind of brutal. But and then we are going to do. We haven't decided the exact date yet. But we're going to have a 2-part. That's going to be a genre breakdown for movies of 2024. We're going to give our top 5 movies from all the major genres, so like horror, drama, action, comedy, all that stuff. So we'll be doing that, and then we have more things we're going to be getting back to. We'll probably do some seen and heard music trivia soon. So I got some things kind of cooking for that. That'll be on the Patreon, and then we're getting back to the other kind of floater show that we have on the channel that's sort of called Best to Worst. We're going through a big family series, just breaking down all our favorite family movies. So we'll be getting back to that. But none of those have a firm date yet. So just stay tuned to all of our social media. We'll be announcing some things, especially the Movie Hero Network group. If you're going to follow us anywhere, that's probably the best place to follow us. We're probably the most active there, but you can follow us everywhere if you want. It's all down in the description. And then on this upcoming Sunday, we'll be doing our top 12 best of the year podcast. So me and Austin will be there. Wolf, he'll be continuing day 7 or 8 or however many shows in a row he's going to be doing. He'll be on with us. Same with JPO. So we'll be doing our top 12 of the year breakdown. That should be a good time. And then just what we have going on for tournament fights and tier ranker. I won't go too long because I already just announced quite a bit of stuff. But aside from our ladder series for the rest of the week, we will be doing Malcolm Lays after the 128 episode. So that's coming up a week from today, actually. So whenever you have that list ready, you can send it on over to me or Austin.
Just send it to me, Malcolm. I'll make that bracket for you. I'll take care of that. Pull some alternate posters and have a little fun with it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool. And then we'll have Brian Nussbaum. He'll be doing his birthday episode. That'll be best Canadian celebrities, mostly actors, but a few athletes and musicians and that kind of stuff in there, and as well. And then starting in February, we'll be doing a comedy mystery series, kind of like we did with the horror and the holiday ones. We'll just have 4 mystery tournaments where they'll be completely random comedy and movies. Could be good ones, could be bad ones, could be anywhere in between. There's going to be in a big giant series of 4 tournaments, and we take the Sweet 16 from each one of those, and that'll make our championship episode at the end of the month. And then I'll just throw in one last one, that the next letter series, we're getting back to going in actual order. We're doing best movie of 1996, so that will be in February.
And I believe Malcolm's got 8 open slots that we're going to slide in the 2024 Elite 8 holdovers into the 1996 tournament. So it'll be a little weird. It'll be like when we had Top Gun Maverick win a 2015 ladder series because we slid it from 2022. So it can get a little bizarre in that way, but you know, it is a ladder series, so we'll slide it into the next one.
Weird.
So you'll see whatever makes the Elite 8 on Friday will be mixed in with those 1996 movies, so that'll be a little odd, but yes, it'll be there.
Yeah. And also, I don't know if you have any set time, Wolf. Acres of Moons, wondering what time your prediction show is going to be tomorrow, but I don't know if you do.
We're Jonathan and I talked about it. We're doing it at 9, so
9 Eastern.
Yes. 9 Eastern.
Yeah, cool.
So.
You go,
I dropped the Mega Movie Z in the comments for Acre so you can subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to everybody's channel. Everybody's channels that we mentioned. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Yeah, join the Facebook group if you have Facebook. Join the Facebook group. Yeah, whatever you want to follow us everywhere. So
pretty much stuck tomorrow.
Right.
And if you're already subscribed, then just share out the link to the channel with someone you think might be interested or may not be subscribed, because that really helps us out a lot too. So we appreciate all of that. So but that's going to do it for us tonight. So thanks again, guys. So we'll say for Malcolm Lay, for Jordan Owens, for the Wolfman, for Jonathan Caro, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.
People always ask for something new. It's inevitable. At 50, well, it stops.
Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? Younger, more beautiful, more perfect. One single injection unlocks your DNA and will release another version of yourself. This is the substance.
I'm Sue.
You're hired.
Let's go.
A perfect balance of 7 days each. The one and only thing not to forget. You are one. You can't escape from yourself.
There's been a slight misuse of the substance.
This balance is not working.
Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop?
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
You have to control yourself.
People are gonna love